Make your mama proud, popping it like shot. Turn up, it's a gangster party. Ain't never popped a Mari, but if I ever catch Mac, I'ma pop a Holly. I don't even rob a cop the Harley. Blowing so much green, I shame Marley. Yeah, I push the line to its full limit. Hit the hole like 22, boy, I'm a young Emmett. Nothing go like snow, now that's a cold image. Still whistling, sending, knocking them white women. Only reason I do it to avenge image. Till the day they go before they box me out. Knowing me, it don't matter, I simply change my route. On my hobby.
Where's. Welcome to the Damu Kiwe Conversations, home of the West Coast, the voice of the culture. Bang that like button on y'all way in. Y'all know we going in for the homie Munchie B. His DUSE hymns to die. And we ain't never let no Wyopi get one up on the B team. Ain't nothing bigger than this B. You understand? Shout out to the homies in the wood, though. You know what I'm saying? Today we're going to get into this content. Reg Dog, salute, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like button on y'all way in. Go tell a friend, share the live. We about to go in, bro. Y'all know I'm finna flame this piece of up. We got 5 minutes before they demonetize my video, so I can't even curse. But get up in here. You know what I'm saying? Come to the back of the dorm and rack them bunks. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Come into the back of the dorm. We in Supermax or we in East Max, Medium North. Rack that back bunk and let me know when the police does his walk. Because I'm going to do my thing. You dig? Salute though, Reg Dog 89, salute, Fam West TV 2, salute. Y'all share that, bang that like Muddy Waters, DUSE, my brother. Salute, cool, strong, bloods, ain't no question. I'm talking, ain't nothing bigger than the beat. Last night I was reading the whole little thing about why the CDCR administration and law enforcement tends to have better relationships with Serenos. And it was talking about our ideology, where we come from, is a political ideology that doesn't recognize the authority of white supremacy. We never bowed down. We resisted white supremacy since the beginning. So every organization that started from ours didn't start as a criminal organization, although being black is criminalized in America in itself. It started out as resistance. We didn't want to never assimilate. We derived from Maroons, who always wanted to. Jungle Boy TV 313, salute to the live. Salute, bang that like button. Spirit Wonder, salute. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all hit that like button on y'all way in. You know what I'm saying? It's like taking your chucks off at the front door before you enter a gangster's house. You know what I'm saying? B-Team Finest. Oh, ain't no question, man. And keeping it G, Munchie B, that was a failure to respond. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get to why I believe that's a failure to respond. And I talked to Munchie B this morning. Y'all know he called me, yesterday morning. And the morning before that, yay, the great Bishop gang. Salute. F the Union and hit that like button. That's a fact. Stone to the bone, 5-5. BPS, FTV, ain't no question. Fruit Harvard Nest in the BPS. Don't forget the IFs and the CMGs. The North, Inglewood NHPs, that whole west side over there. Bank days. You know what I'm saying? That whole west side over there. That shit exudes out my skin pores. Because that's all I knew. That's all we had. You know what I'm saying? Against all odds. I didn't ever think I'd be here. You know what I'm saying? But I am. And one thing we ain't gonna do is leave one of ours out there to hang. Now, with that being said, we got enough people here. Bang that like button. Not too much on the union. Oh, no. BT Scoop TV, salute. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get it off into this early. You know what I'm saying? So let's start with Scandalous Los Angeles TV. You dig? My guy. Hashtag ETE. Let's go. What's going on with this, man?
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Once again, the individual you've heard referred to as Aryan Adam the Edomite has put himself on display. This time he went out of his way to show the world exactly how he feels about Munchie B. And the level of disrespect speaks for itself. We've been telling you this wasn't about culture or community. It's about usage. Whitey the Woodpecker feels comfortable talking down to black men, demeaning them publicly, and packaging that disrespect as content, which reveals a mindset rooted in exploitation, not collaboration. The pattern stays the same. Profit off proximity, then show contempt once the cameras are rolling. I don't really need to say much more. You're about to hear it with your own ears. I'm going to play the clip, let the words speak for themselves, and then break down
I don't see them likes going up. We got
exactly what this moment says about how certain people really view us.
Half of the hosts of the show are consistently too up to conversate. Munchie can't not make shit about him. Yes, Munchie. We should probably talk about this because you have kind of been a little rough this episode.
Let's make it about me right now.
Yeah.
What have I made about me though?
You're way too drunk and you just keep talking about your own.
Well, hold on.
What are talking about like topics and then you just start babbling. I dare you to watch this podcast back. You won't do it. Don't stop touching me. Stop it. Stop poking me. What the f is this? Get your dead hand off of me.
Right
Get
now.
out of here.
No. Let's do it right now. About me. Man,
stop putting your dirty ass hands on me, bro. Stop putting your dirty ass hands on me, bro. Stop putting your dirty ass hands on me, bro.
How much more disrespectful can someone get? You sit on camera and tell the world that Munchie's hands are dirty, coming from a man with a Baphomet tattoo on his own hand. Just sit with that for a second. You can hear it in his voice. You can see it in his face. The tone says everything. It sounds like pure disgust. Like Munchie is somehow beneath him. Like he's a contaminant instead of a guest. And that's the contradiction. He'll let people with dirty hands sit across from him, talk, joke, and generate content, as long as they're making him money. They can be close enough to profit from, but never close enough to respect. That tells you exactly how he sees Munchie. I'll admit Munchie may have been a little intoxicated that day, but at what point does that justify calling another man dirty and nasty on a public platform?
There's no justification for disrespect. Let's stop right there. Agreed. I'm quite sure everybody in here understand that you cannot go to any business intoxicated the way that Munchie B was, and conduct yourself when you're so inebriated that you're barely able to enunciate sentences. And just from a G perspective, Munchie B ain't never supposed to got comfortable enough to be up in that environment that loose to where he ain't even in control. You already disabled. So at that point, you are liability. Then you get drunk and don't even know what's going on, so you can't even think straight enough and react fast enough to do it. You got to tighten your motherfucking ship up. See, this is what happened when we went from black revolutionaries to criminal organizations. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're doing criminal organizations, that's cool, because there's people don't hold you to accountability. There's no honor among thieves. They have no issue with that, right? But when you got to be held accountable, and salute to the B team, because when I got with this, the G homies is holding us accountable. You come to the pen, you go up in a cell. You ain't finna go up in a cell, you 18, 19 years old, with another nigga that's 18, 19 years old that can't teach you nothing. They gonna have some literature for you. Soledad Brothers, Blood in My Eye, Beware the Pale Horse. They gonna teach you structure. You know what I'm saying? They're going to teach you can't be moving all willy-nilly. They're going to tell you it's security on top of security on top of security every time you move. And Munchie B, that's not representative in your actions. That motherfucking comfortable up here with a bunch of oppositions or potential oppositions. Let me put it like that. A bunch of potential opposition, a hostile work environment, with CS2 back might come up in here any minute. The pigs might run up in this motherfucker and you disintegrate. We agree. Munchie got to tighten up his shit. I'm sure he'd agree, right? But ain't nothing worth allowing a motherfucker to disrespect you in no thing. It's not what you do, it's how you do. So if you had an issue with him coming inebriated to work, then that means you should have pulled him to the side and let him know, hey, look, bro, you too faded. Go ahead and go home. We'll try this again. Don't come up here that faded no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't even maintain a conversation. That's bad. What you call it? Hey, the dude that came up with you, your homie. Hey, come on, homie. We not doing this like this. This is a place of business, and this is getting too lackadaisical. Understandably, respectful chat. Sometimes we're human. We get too comfortable. We need to be pull our coattail up. But what you ain't gonna do and get away with it is show a lack of respect for a decorated soldier. Not with this B team. Now, disrespect bring disrespect. I don't give a fuck if you are Aryan. I don't give a fuck if you the police. I don't give a fuck if you a Sereno. You not finna disrespect ours, and we just accept that. Now, Munchie, we'll get to that later. Salute, though. Let's go. Bang that like button.
If anything, it's a good thing Munchie showed up the way he did. Because in that moment, Whitey's mask slipped. And it revealed exactly how this woodpecker truly feels about him.
No. Let's do.
Stop touching me, okay?
Let's do.
Hey,
Let me get up here.
personal space. My body, my choice. Stop touching me.
Bro, you don't even use.
I don't want your weird ass dead hand all over me.
You and Black don't use a towel to.
Bro, I just don't want your hands are dry as fuck. Get some lotion before you touch me.
You don't use a towel to bathe.
I do.
No loofahs.
You already are.
Just stop touching me. See, this is another example. You're drunk as touching me.
No.
What is that?
Hey, look.
God damn.
Dirty blood.
I dare you to watch this episode back. If you can watch this episode back and tell me that you don't think that this has been embarrassing, then you're high on meth because
If you think
you've been bugging.
Hold on.
Listen, we like
high on meth. You do shrooms and all kind of drugs. You weird ass Edomite. You do all kind of strange drugs. Popping pain pills and all kind of shit. Percocets and all kind of shit. Fuck, you gonna talk about somebody else and talk down about it. I don't give a fuck if he remembered it or not. You's a fucking dope head. This shit is crazy. That's probably why he freaked out. He probably was on the down and had a fucking he was sick, feeding for some more opiates.
All right, listen. Hey, no. I'm talking. Hold on. Listen, no, I'm not holding on. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
When you say
we all, Munchie. No, I'm not trying to hold on. I'm talking. I'm talking. Stop touching me.
You don't use a towel to bathe.
Munchie.
Right or wrong? And then you said, I said, Daniel, no, I just let the black water.
What the f you talking about, Munchie? We all believe in you as a podcaster, but you're acting like a drunk embarrassment right now. It's super annoying. Man, and we don't want to do podcasts with you if you're going to act like this. So please.
So you don't want to do podcasts if he's going to act like this. And he's an embarrassment. So this is how you address your employee publicly, humiliate. A humiliation, what you call it? Someone who has a reputation on the streets, you want as far as that $200 a day, if they get $200 a day. $200 a day, once a week. Bro, that's a fucking GR check. You paying a GR check. But with that GR check, you're threatening to the Munchie B don't need your platform. You were dying to have him come up there. But he's drunk. You understand that? And for whatever reason, you already got it in your mind, preconceived notions that this should be coming to an end. Maybe him being drunk contributed to it. But for whatever other reasons, you were just talking about it. The week, was that a week or two before that? When you said, oh, all you do is talk about WAC 100, this and this and that. He said, well, all you do is talk about T-Rail and AD. Get over it already. Difference is, he really got an issue with WAC, and he's trying to see him. Your coward ass you got an issue with AD and Trail because you felt that you owned them like they were slaves. They made you, you dumbass wood. Nigga, during COVID, they had you popping. Motherfuckers didn't go on there to see Adam22. They went on there to see Trail. AD, people who were fixtures on the hip-hop scene in Los Angeles already. Niggas really from the land, whether they active gangbangers or not. They have they foot in the music industry. Crip Mac carried you. The golden calf, Crip Mac, kept you eating. You getting rich off the back, and the reputations of street niggas exploiting them for your profit, and then when you done with them, you disrespect them and humiliate them publicly. But because you disrespected the homie publicly, we gonna disrespect your cracker ass publicly.
Please just stop coming in like this, bro. That shit is annoying as f. I've been meaning to tell you for a while, but
like I said, I can admit it might have been a little.
Tanya Karen, you 100% right. Do better, black man.
Actually, yeah.
Damn, hold on.
This is like my first time watching it, but I know for a fact Munchie B was hot. Like Munchie B felt like somebody lied on.
Let me go back, man.
Welcome back to.
Bang that like button.
If anything, it's a good thing Munchie showed up the way he did. Because in that moment, Whitey's mask slipped. And it revealed exactly how this woodpecker truly feels about him.
No. Let's do.
Stop touching me, okay? Hey, personal space. My body, my choice. Stop touching. me.
Bro, you don't even use.
I don't want your weird ass dead hand all over me.
You black don't use a towel,
Bro, I just don't want your hands are dry as fuck. Get some lotion before you touch me.
You don't use a towel to bathe.
I do.
No loofahs.
You already are.
Just stop touching me. See, this is another example. You're drunk as touching me.
No.
What the is that?
Hey, look.
God damn.
Dirty blood.
I dare you to watch this episode back. If you can watch this episode back and tell me that you don't think that this has been embarrassing, then you're high on meth because
if you
you've been bugging.
Hold on.
Listen, listen. Hey, no. I'm talking.
Hold on.
Listen, no, I'm not holding on. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
When you say
we all, Munchie. No, I'm not trying to hold on. I'm talking. I'm talking. Stop touching me.
You don't use a towel to bathe.
Munchie.
Right or wrong? And then you said, I said, Daniel. No, I use let the black water.
What the f you talking about, Munchie?
Dirty
we
boy.
all believe in you as a
Dirty
podcaster, but you're acting like a drunk embarrassment right now. It's super annoying,
man.
And we don't want to do podcasts with you if you're gonna act like this. So please, just stop coming in like this, bro. Shit is annoying as. I've been meaning to tell you for a while, but
Like I said, I can admit it might have been a little unprofessional for Munchie to be up there that intoxicated, to the point where he couldn't really do his job the best way possible. That part is fair. But here's what doesn't sit right with me. Adam said himself that he'd been wanting to tell Munchie this for a while. So if you're the company owner, and you already knew this was an issue, why didn't you address it earlier? Why wasn't this said off camera? If you don't like the behavior, and you're really about professionalism, that conversation should have already happened privately.
This shit terrible.
Man, you talking about drunk Munchie?
Yes, because you're being drunk as annoying as you're touching me and you won't shut the up.
Bro.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to get through the donations and you won't shut the up.
You go through the donations
because you keep talking about yourself. Every single donation I read, you turn it into a 10-minute monologue about yourself, talking about some random shit, and then you start touching me with your dead skeleton hand.
Let's talk about let's do whack 100 back.
Oh my.
When we run it back.
Literally, you just start talking about work for no reason. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm talking to you.
You are a good podcaster who comes in and gets blackout drunk for no reason every time. It's holding you back. Stop doing this. You're not invited on this podcast if you're going to keep showing up wasted.
Let's do the bet then.
No, I'm not trying to hear you talking about any more dumb shit, bro. I don't want to do a bet with you so you can talk about whack more.
I bet you don't.
Bro.
I bet you don't.
Why are you drinking more? You don't need to be drinking more.
I'm drinking the
You're drunk as fuck and being annoying as fuck.
Body.
Yeah. But it's my podcast, and why the would I keep inviting you on when you're acting like a drunk retard?
Bro, because you have these subjects.
Bro. I'm trying to get through the donations, and you won't shut the up. Like you asked so many times to be on this podcast. You were so mad when we stopped doing your other podcast before, and then you reward me by showing.
Now this is where I know from a fact. I remember when Spider-Loc was pushing to get their podcast Kicking Cat being booed on No Jumper. They went through Poetic Flacco. Poetic Flacco teamed up with him. It was Poetic Flacco, Munchie B, and Spider-Loc. Because of Spider-Loc, they took it off. Munchie B wasn't upset about that. So he's lying and pushing the narrative as if a motherfucker really need him. Right? But the cold thing was, he was like, man, I love to interview Munchie B. And I told Munchie B, dead homies, Scandalous was on the phone. Munchie, man, fuck that motherfucker. We need to build our own shit, bro. We the motherfucking content. They talk about our culture. They talk about our community. Who knows our community better than us? He talking about professionalism. Is it professional that you do shrooms and Percocets and smoke weed and drink on the set of every single podcast? Is it professional that you got Dejan shot up there on your watch? That's what the fuck you call professional? You can't have selective politicking on when and where you want to be professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, bro. How you gonna claim professionalism and have an issue with professionalism when at the same time you instigating tensions between rival gangs? Let's think about that first. You play on that for content. You don't have to be at the funerals when somebody get their noodles knocked back. Top ramen's ragu sauce. You privileged from ever having to experience that type of trauma. So you exploit it to the world for a profit. Ain't this what the slave master did for 200 and some years? Where's the difference? Because you paying them a GR check every week, once a week, $200. That ain't even a GR check. I think GR is like $250 a month. He give them less than that. But now you want to be professional. You continue to disrespect. Is it professional when you bring liars onto your platform like Loose Coochie Ashley to lie and implicate Big U in the murder of Nipsey Hussle? Is it professional when you allow CS2 back bitch ass on your platform to talk about why did you yell at Munchie B? I never seen you that mad. He said, oh, because he asked me about this gay man. Well, who's the gay? I always ask you about gay man. He said, no, la Monte. Is that professional? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and slap your bitch ass since you thinking you professional and you got at the homie. I'm going to slap your bitch ass with a motherfucking defamation suit. We going to see how professional the courts and the people think that is when you spreading rumors about my sexuality to 5 million viewers. Let's go.
Showing up this drunk and you won't shut the up.
What the podcast?
I'm talking about the podcast you had with Flacco and Spody Face, or Spider Loke. You were bummed when we canceled that podcast, right? And now I have you on this podcast every week. We all believe in you. We all think you have a potential as a podcaster. No, you could. I don't know why you would lie about that. You could complain to about how your podcast got canceled as soon as you got on No Jumper. Now you're on No Jumper every week. You've got the opportunity, and you're up because you keep showing up blackout drunk, acting like a moron.
Oh, you lying now?
No. Do you want me to bust out the text? All right. I'll post them tonight. Yeah, I'll go through. I'll post them.
Oh, can we bet some money on Baby Snuds? Hey, can we bet 1,000?
You're saying that you never complained about the fact that we canceled your podcast after 2 episodes. Oh, you're lying. Okay.
Can we bet 1,000?
We got no reason to believe you ever again.
No. Right now, can we bet 1,000?
So do you think that this podcast is not being held back by your alcohol issues?
No. You said...
Hey, real quick. Hey, cut from a different cloth. Says y'all had a chance to put him in his place when Styles P said something, but y'all defended him. Who was y'all? You can go check our content. Maybe that shows you ain't been up over here as often as you should be. Now hit that like button for falsely accusing us. We stay flaming these bitches up. We stay blackballing and blacklisting No Jumper. We don't support that shit. Let's go. Adam16.
Hold on. You said,
I'm not betting you anything. And stop touching me.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop touching me. I don't need your weird ass hands in my face.
That's how you know you pop.
Bro. Man, I am.
Right, Shauna.
Out of here.
No,
Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Munchie wasn't even touching him anymore. Yet the woodpecker is over there yelling at the top of his lungs like a spoiled brat. Stop touching me.
Look how
Stop touching me.
Look how they mimic black culture. They got the pistols taking the picture, the backwoods in the mouth. This is him. This is the nigga they up there sucking his dick.
When there's literally no contact happening.
Me. No, you lied to my last year. What?
Didi, you got paperwork?
Yes, you complained after we canceled your podcast for 2 episodes. I don't know why you would bother to lie about this, but that's not the topic at hand. The topic at hand is why you keep getting so drunk on the podcast and holding the podcast back.
Now this guy says Munchie is holding the...
Munchie, keeping it G at that last time when you wasn't touching him no more, and he told you to stop touching me, raised his voice at you like you were a child. You should have gave blood to Chris Mills treatment and bracked him over the head with that Hennessy bottle. Let's see how much you gonna yell after that, you bitch-ass motherfucking Edomite. You blind. You only got 1 shot. The homie is over here playing PS2, but he would have heard that Hennessy bottle break, or he would have heard how loud Adam bitch-ass would have screamed. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. Who the fuck you think you talking to? You allowed this nigga to be too comfortable, bro. That's a fact. There's not a nigga on this planet in my face that would ever feel that comfortable to talk to me like that. Now, he might do it. As long as he can live with what come with it, then he's a bad motherfucker. But maybe it's a good thing that you was inebriated, because I think if you had been sober on your P's and B's, Big B team, I think you would have demoed him on that one. Let's
podcast back. But if that's true, then who's really to blame? You'd have to blame the owner. He said himself that he'd been meaning to talk to Munchie about this for a long time. So if you knew about the issue all along and never addressed it, then you're the reason the podcast is being held back.
Did you hear when I read like 24 donations from people?
Hey, OG Bam. Shout out OG Bam Compton in the building. He say, I can't understand how the other brother just sat there allowing the disrespect to go down without saying anything wild. Yet both of them went in on me for calling the white boy out for a fade. Hey, Bam, you reap what you sow. See, this is the mentality of a modern day slave nigga, a nigga that feels he's dependent and need this motherfucker. We don't need nobody but ourselves. The richest time in our history, the most businesses we had was during segregation, and that's for a reason. We didn't go to the taco truck and spend money with the Mexicans so they could take our money and only spend it with their people. We didn't spend money with the Koreans at the hair salon so that they could take that money out and only spend it in Koreatown. We didn't spend that money with the Chinese or the Indians who don't spend that dollar back in our community. That's what we got to get back to. Independent, building our own. Sometimes the hard road is the best road travel. And you're right, man. That's crazy they got on you and defending the slave master. But listen, that's because this is the mentality that a lot of YNs got, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of YNs. They want instant gratification. When Munchie don't need him, Young and Hefe don't need him. Let's go.
We're complaining about you being so drunk. It's not a fringe opinion.
I'm not.
Damn, I don't know why.
We all believe in you as a podcaster. We all think you have a potential. But as long as you keep showing up drunk, it's like this thing you're doing right here. This is what's holding you back. You saying, hey, yo, hold up. I don't want to bet. Shut the up with that.
Nigga, you shut the up.
Bro, I don't want to hear about your bad bet idea.
Bro. Hey, bro.
Can I finish reading the donations and so you'd stop ranting about yourself?
You just lied.
Shut the up. All right.
You shut the up.
Ben Her Over said,
lied.
Are you done?
For sure, I'm
You
done.
should definitely keep drinking.
I'm done.
Definitely keep drinking.
No, I'm done, but you lied.
Are you done?
But you don't want to bet, but I'm done.
Are you done?
I'm done.
You done?
I blame this.
Can I read the donations?
I blame this on you.
Can I read the
Les.
donations?
Yeah, somehow this is my fault.
Yeah.
Can I read the donations? Do I have permission from you, or do
Good nigga.
you have more you want to say right now? Or can I read the donations? Serious question. Okay.
Lush is stupid.
Ben Her Over sent $20 and said, the best no jumper cast / show. Love the 3-hour pods. Munchie needs a Monday show. Munchie Mondays. And F Weenie 100. F Weenie 100. F Weenie 100. He irks the blank out of me. Clout is a hell of a drug. SMH. Okay. There we go. User said Munchie has anxiety issues from being shot in the head. That's why he's always got a drink or have a bottle in his hand, his comfort zones.
All right, Dr. Phil.
That was rude. Terrible thing to say. Sin from the G said, Adam, open your messages from Sin Lowry. I'd be having you dying. Just hire me. Adam almost crashed the mayor this pod. Francisco Renteria said, damn, can't lie. I've been searching for a germ-free sex tape. On a side note, you need to get rid of NFA. You really don't bring nothing to the table.
It's just crazy watching this woodpecker sit there reading his comments, laughing at the co-hosts on his own platform. He goes through all of them. Aunt Heffy doesn't bring anything to the table. F Weenie 100. All black men who are literally on his platform with him. And this Edomite sits there laughing, joking, acting like it's all funny. Like I said before, Adam has posted some unbelievable things on Twitter. And when people ask him about it, his response is always the same. Oh, me and my friends were just playing around. But who are these friends? Who are the people he's joking with behind closed doors? Because those are the guys he goes home to, laughing about the same things he does on his platform. And it's always at the expense of people we hold in high regard. Meanwhile, he's criticizing who doesn't bring anything to the table. But let's be honest, Adam is the one who brings all these black men to the table. Because he knows he brings nothing himself.
Fact.
He even puts black men in positions around his own personal life, and then sits there making these jokes, mocking the very people who support him. It's unbelievable.
Francisco is pretty easy to find.
They're really trying to tear us apart this time. And then most official RVD said, I with Munchie, but in my Flacco voice, this is bad. Put down the bottle, not a good look, and they ain't paying you to chill, get to potting.
Jesus Christ.
And then Mr. John Doe said, please end the pod, forget the donations. Please end it, please.
I sounded like when Dad and Dad fight.
Best part.
Through this. So in February of 2010, he tweeted, as attracted as I am to Jennifer Aniston and 10-year-old girls, come on. This one from September 23rd, 2010 says, so you're saying you wouldn't suck an 11-year-old's dick? And just for
Wait, you ain't just gonna say that and get over it. Adam22 tweets. See, this is sick. This is the type of sick motherfucker y'all up there potting with. Ain't from our culture, don't understand our culture, don't understand our trauma, doesn't empathize with our trauma. He brings nothing to the table. Exposure? Bro, you got enough exposure. Munchie B last night reacted once this coward. I'll get to that next. Let's finish this, and then I'll break that.
reference and also to be messy, Adam was around 26 at the time of both of those. In April of that year,
26 years old, tweeting, talking about predatory behavior, sucking an 11-year-old boy's dick. PDF shit. Who jokes about that type of shit? Well, you know what they say about a joke, though. It's half true, right? That's what makes it funny. But this is no laughing matter. We're talking about a kid. These are the type of sick motherfuckers that y'all dealing with up there. Trash. Evil.
He tweeted, I would almost rather sexually harass than have sex.
He would almost rather sexually harass than have sex. Sexual deviant. This the same man that wants to watch black men fuck his slut wife. Fuck his slut snow bunny wife. Oh, well, she does porn. And he met her. And they ran a train on her the day he met her. Him and another friend. And he wiped her up. Dirty. Munchie's hands is dirty. What the fuck is you? Not just psychologically. You're probably a fucking walking sexual transmitted disease. I wouldn't touch that bitch. Nigga, with my enemy's dick and 2 jimmies on. Talking about some dirty. You're dirty psychologically. Talking about oral sex with an 11-year-old boy. Talking about sexually harassing people. You would almost rather sexually harass than to have sex. This is what gets you off. Unusual sexual preferences. Sexual deviant.
And then there's a series of tweets from throughout 2010 of him talking about black people and derogatory.
Those rumors about blacks being good dancers are true. I just saw Jala and Kareem J. Williams do the mashed potato. Most blacks are habitual line steppers. Scott, blame blacks, right? Watching you get progressively more intoxicated is pretty entertaining. A real knee slapper, tap dancing for massa. That's what the fuck you niggas going up to no jumper is.
Dude, I'm glad you said that, bro.
Welcome, Fam West TV. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm glad you said that, because that's what they do, man. They be tap dancing for that damn palm color motherfucker. Like, it's disappointing. You know, it's disappointing because, like you said, they got the talent. And, you know, I don't see Lush, yeah, but Munchie and Hefe, they don't need that nigga platform. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta stop. It's like they volunteer being slaves. They don't mind being slaves or sambos. You know what I'm saying? And you know, volunteer sandballs, man. I'm on mute. But salute to the chat.
C-Mac was never a podcast host. What are y'all on? He didn't have to be a podcast host. He was getting paid $1,500 every time he came up there, because every time he came up there, they was doing 1 million views. Scar Soul, go. All you got to do is check the number. Bitches lie, niggas lie. Numbers don't. He carried that podcast after trailing them left by doing content with them, keeping the numbers up.
Way, including these rumors about blacks being good dancers are true, and most blacks are habitual line steppers. In 2011, he tweeted, if before I die, I can convince a confused teenager to commit suicide, I'll die a happy man. Okay then, some real progression from 2010 to 2011. On October of 2011, he tweeted, hanging out with my N-words. And in December of that same year, he tweeted, I can relate to any black girl by talking about World Star.
He can relate to any black girl by talking about World Star. Who who befriends these type of people? Who podcasts and feels comfortable around these type of creeps?
Man,
Racial undertone. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Most Scandalous Los Angeles TV, man. But so let me give y'all the scoop. So Munchie had called me, right? So early in the morning, and he was so drunk the night before, he knew something had happened, but he called me. It had to be like 6:45, 7 o'clock Pacific time. So we talking about other content shit, and I had already seen it, so I'm thinking that's why he was calling, but he didn't. So I confronted the situation like, bro, what did I tell you about that no jumper shit, bro? That nigga, he said, what? And so he like, bro, I was so faded, I don't remember. I said, bro, the nigga put his foot on you. He said he kicked me. I said, bro, nah, he didn't kick you. And when he put his foot on you, he was playing as if he was still just playing, laughing, he ha, and hey, stop touching me. And then the nigga snapped and got serious. I said, bro, that wasn't B team, homie. So he said, well, what's the title say on No Jumper? I was like, bro, this shit going viral. He like, I don't give a fuck about it going viral. What's the title on No Jumper? I said, it says that Munchie B kicked by Adam. What he say? Attacked and kicked by Adam. Something to that shit. He like, what?
Adam marked him out.
Adam marked him out and kicked him. Something like that. So he like, what? Oh, they finna change that title. So he texted him and told him, he said, fuck that. I can't wait till Tuesday. He thinking out loud. He said, we gotta do this right now. I said, bro, if you was gonna do something, you supposed to did that right then and there. I said, going back, it only looks like it's some premeditated shit and all of that now. If you going back, you gotta maintain a level of respect. So you need to check that nigga. So he like, yeah, I'm finna have that conversation with that nigga off the top, but we can't do this through the phone. I need to be face to face, and since his disrespect was public, his apology gonna be public. So I'm like, well, yeah, that's smooth. You know what I'm saying? I'm just don't crash out. You know what I'm saying? He like, oh nah, nigga ain't gonna crash out, nigga. If the nigga don't give me my apology publicly, I ain't going back up there. Fuck No Jumper. I don't need no motherfucking No Jumper. So he was talking sensibly once he sobered up and everything. He texts Adam while I'm on the phone. Adam told him he'll be up there at 4 o'clock. Before 4 o'clock come, Adam did the most cowardice shit and canceled. He canceled. What a fucking coward.
So this was
yesterday.
This was before he dropped, because Munchie dropped a
that's why he dropped it. We finna get to that next. Yeah. So that's why Munchie dropped the video that we finna get into next, because he probably ain't never going back to No Jumper, because the coward knew that Munchie realized what had happened, had sobered up, and he feared how Munchie was gonna come. You fearing a blind man? You talk to him like this, a blind man, while he's inebriated, can barely talk. You got very disrespectful. You talk to him like he was a child. You talk to him like you had no respect for him. You talk to him as if he was beneath you and you were up on another plateau, right? Very demeaning, right? And now when he tells you and he wants to confront you sober about it, now all of a sudden you tell him at 4 o'clock and then you don't show up. That's a bitch. But what else would we expect from a coward Caucasoid like that? A mountaineer. Adam Grand Mason. Adam 16. Right? So with all due respect, or no respect at all, let's get into some of these comments, interact with the good people. Hit that like button if you just came in. As much as Brick Baby came and unloaded and Adam didn't say shit, but now it's a problem, I'll wait. Yeah, you're right. That's why I'm telling you. He said he been, Scandalous played it 3 times. He said he been wanting to address that. So why did you take this opportunity to do it publicly? Munchie begged Adam to be on the show. He didn't beg on to be on that show, bro. I remember when it was on. Brick Baby, I was already in contact with all of them. He wanted to interview. It wasn't even a host. He wanted to interview Munchie. And Munchie was asking me, should he go? And I'm telling him no. You know what I'm saying? And I can handle myself. I said, bro, they probably had a police search you as soon as you leave that motherfucker. Nigga, that's the Fed quarters, bro. Nigga, they under investigation. You man, that motherfucker, they gonna line you up. Munchie and Ant gonna get done dirty. Watch. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that that's all that happened to Munchie anyway, and that if he don't go back up there, it might be for the best. But I don't think Ant he gonna do Ant like that, because Ant is very passive with him. I never heard Ant even challenge any narrative or nothing that he's pushing.
Yeah,
he's like a do boy. You know what I'm saying? He's not. He's like the black version of Lust, just without the drug addiction. He act like that because he always finds someone from our community to co-sign his bullshit. Yep. In this case, Aunt Hefe is the co-signer of Adam making money off the original people's sorrow. Damn. Hey, Charles. Supposed the Prince plus the drive from LA to Burbank in traffic is $200 worth it, right? Man, the game is fucked up against the gentleman. Yeah, bro. Wack got his hands all over this. They keep going up there. Hey, you right, Mad Judah, but they keep going up there. Slim OVO is right.
They like the whipping, homie.
Right.
The whipping.
Tough as Munchie peanut butter, but we ain't gonna do all that. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you this though. Ever since, it's a sickness in the slave master to buck break those that are seen and held in high regards amongst the black community. Right? It's ritualistic to try to break them, both mentally, physically, psychologically, and even sometimes sexually.
Man,
mind you, this coming from a white man that enjoys watching his wife have sex with black men, with long black mandingos. Just get into that. Just look at that aspect right there. Then he
it's for their pleasure. It's for their pleasure, bro. It's for their pleasure.
Think about go back with T-Rail and AD, with Trail and AD, right? With Trail and AD, he never got to really get disrespect him like that, but he tried it with AD the exact same way, trying to approach it as far as, oh yeah, you're podcasting the same jokes and that shit is boring and that but by that time he was used up. He already knew that he had already cut one of AD's shows, and after he cut AD off of one show, he basically trying to act like I'm doing you a favor. What about the favor that AD did for you by helping to keep your motherfucking shit going through COVID? A whole different genre of content. With all the connections he had, once you had all his connections, you felt you didn't need them no more. And that's what they do. But what it was, salute to Back on Fig, salute to community, Trail and them resisted. Oh, well, shit. If you cut an AD show off, then shit, nigga, we ain't coming back either. A protest on the motherfucking plantation. Yeah, the brothers stuck together. He stood with his brother. What? But see, one thing about Trail and AD, because they from the land, when they went on the tour with No Jumper and they met the vendors, they already had been on tour before with Tiger and YG and Ty Dolla $ign and the game. So they understood how the game go. When you go on tour with bigger artists, you network. You get to meet the club owners and the vendors, and you build relationships and get their contact for what's called the tour after the tour, right? When you come back with your own tour, because you already familiar with these people. You build relationships and bonding with these people. So community and back on Fig were able to continue to survive because they prepared. They knew this wasn't the end all, be for all. It was a stage. They contributed to him, he contributed to them, and they prepared for their next move. So I ask these dudes that go up to No Jumper every day, what's your next move? You do know everything with a beginning as an end. And you should know we are the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega, the descendants of the Most High. So you, with the ability to create, which is, I don't care what religion you are, if you believe in the Creator, the Most High, you believe in a God, unless you're an atheist, you're going to agree to one thing, that God is the Creator. And the temple of God is within us all. Our ability to create surpasses anyone else on this planet. Just look at all of the great creations that we done left on earth. Generations after generations before the Caucasoids even came out of the Caucasus Mountains. Before the Eurasians set foot in to learn in ancient Kemet, in Timbuktu, in Spain, where they were civilized and taken out of the black after the Black Plague, where they were civilized, taught to bathe, his ancestors, right? We're talking about Adam 16's ancestors. They've always learned from us, took from us, ran with it on, and exploited it. So, No Jumper employees, what's your next move? This is only a means to an end. What is your end game? What is your exit strategy? I would have fired on Adam just for raising his voice. Westside Lane. Adam don't like much. That's why he let Wack run that peanut butter narrative. Right. Steffi Weffy. Keith, what up? Compton Bam said facts. I can't touch his gross ass, no way. Right, Renegade Duchess. Lion Tribe. Adam22 marked out Brick Baby. House phone. 4 extra. Wait, who was house phone? Marked out Brick Baby. I don't remember
House
Adam
phone is the
marking
one
out.
that helped him. House phone is that little short nigga that was about to smash his girl before he knew him, before he got him.
I don't even watch it that often to know. This is so hard to watch. Yeah, it is. We finna get into Munchie B response. Fan Hefe next if he keeps sleeping on the job. If I'm Munchie, I ain't going back. Nah, he said he ain't going back. They said on Blood. Renegade, the gangster dead homies, he did. Yeah, he's screaming at him like he Leonard. Fact, dudes, over the head, crack him. Oh, yeah, about the Hennessy bottle. Culture vulture, and every chance he gets, he belittles and disrespects every brother on there. See, that's the insecurity of a mountaineer, right? They understand that we hang to the ground. They understand that creator spirit is within us all. The rhythm in the drums of the universe, of gravity within itself, those atomic vibrations flow through us because we are of the all. The all in all is within all that is, just as all that is within all in all. You know what I'm saying? And that's within us. So you're 100% right, bro, around that. He's very knowledgeable about who he's around. He's very strategic. That's why he's latched his cell phone to leech off of the culture. So understanding that, he feels insecure around a big dick, black phallus having ass nigga like us. He probably fantasized wishing he had a black phallus like that. That's why he want to look at it while Lena's getting plug talk. Hashtag Black Plug Talker in the chat. Hashtag Black Plug Talk in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So a sick motherfucker like that is insecure, so they got to overcompensate. They have to try to put someone down to make them feel like they are above that. Don't never forget that. You're going to meet a lot of people like that, even from our thing. I watched that video and was snapping on Styles P because he said, y'all better G-check them. Yeah, I was on them. Nigga, you don't tell nobody what they better do. Nigga, we don't fuck with that, nigga. Can't nobody tell us what we better do. You know what I'm saying? Adam and we still flame the YOBI. Adam mad because Munchie respects Alex Alonso more than him. Yeah, that's crazy. Dude's heated about this. I hear it in Blood Voice. Well, listen, bro. The things that come to my mind is just memories and thoughts that I have when I read books about what our ancestors went through, and that shit's triggering to me, bro. Disrespectfully, it really is. You know what I'm saying? For a mountaineer to even feel he has the authority to talk to a man in his face like that. Did Munchie drink that entire bottle, though? Yeah, they said he drank that whole fifth. Is he screaming for help? Mike Jones TV, salute, bro. He said he was in here. Let me get a drink. Renegade, I need one. He don't care about nothing but what the chick say. Malcolm X, Eminem. Nah, man, I ain't Malcolm. I wish I could just live and do just as a pinch, a percentage of what he contributed to the mental of people and a part of our communities over generations and still revered in that respect. And Hefe is just an embarrassment. Needs to get off that lean. Oh yeah, he do be off that allegedly. Whack 100 is loving this. Facts, dude. Nah, Sugar Ant needs him. He said Sugar Ant needs him. Steffi, you crazy. Security would have had to whoop me. I would have fired Adam up though. Hey, Gangsta the Gentleman is saying he would have fired his ass up. Hefe said he don't care about them. He only care about the money. Yeah, go to their college. I watched that, and you did on that, and you was snapping on Styles P because him said you better check him. Yeah, cut from a different cause. If you told me what I better do, I'm gonna check you too. You know what I'm saying? I don't better do nothing but be black and die. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, hey, old boy needs to get checked. I don't know who fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all up there, y'all need to check him. Who's donating to this madness? Any gang member that ever worked for Adam automatically becomes a clown. Hey, bro, that's a sad reality. Lush is a druggie. Yeah, Lush a Scante warrior. Munchie B drunk 24/7 and Hefe be slumped. Oh, shit, I guess it's the norm to be on some kind of, what the fuck did he just say? That was the rule. Laugh out loud. The 16 a cut and PDF. I don't know how people sit down with them. Salute to the Blue Ridge Mile, Carolina Connect TV. Salute and Hefe Clown too. 607 this Munchie. And after that, I knew he wasn't the mayor or nothing. Nah, bro. I seen the video, nigga. That nigga's 607 he definitely did. And that nigga got on his hands and knees begging. Blood gang. On his hands and knees begging for forgiveness. I'm apologize. Hey, my bad, my nigga, that slipped out. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't intend to be disrespectful. But I'm not getting on my knees begging for nothing except Maria hand in marriage. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting on my knees begging to no motherfucking man. Oh, and to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? He used the SoundCloud rappers to come up, and now he's using the semi-retired gangsters. Semi-retired is true because it's a consistent transition. It ain't just a one day, oh, I'm through. It's you got to change your whole way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? And Hefe is either lost or acting mad. Damn, they own. And what the hell they do this time, though? I mean, I get why y'all on that Hefe, but what do he do this time? How he catching all these strays? Wack helped set that play up, and Munchie fell for it. Munchie ain't the mayor of shit. DLB. Salute DUSE Sims and Don. Free the big OGU from the 318 Sweetport, Louisiana. Salute. And don't like much either. It's impossible. Right. Lush loves this. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Adam12 is a weird wood. A member. I remember them tweets. Damn, Munchie. Wow. Damn, they going off. Damn, Munchie. Crazy that what people are willing to allow for $1. No jumper gotta go. No sound. Y'all ain't got no sound? His wife is sick. Adam will have some new niggas working for him next year. Scandalous, where are you? Y'all, we just watched the Scandalous video. Listen, when Scandalous seen that wood do that, he made that peckerwood with the Ku Klux Klan suit shit on and put out a video. Go over there and run that up on most Scandalous Los Angeles TV. That man hit Selena Powell. Who's Selena Powell? He is beyond dirty. You know who that is, Fam West? And will go after black men like Bam and Spider.
My bad.
Yeah. Do you know who Selena Powell is?
Yeah, I heard of her, but I can't even think of her face right now and shit. But yeah, I heard of her.
What is she? She does music. She a porn star.
I think she like a actor, semi-actor, and a porn star. I think she do that shit too.
Ant will go after black men like Bam and Spider, but sit there like a good old boy with Adam. Diabolical. Days on and Hefe. Black Cat's Dream. Salute. Laugh out loud. Real talk. Adam is a demon. I don't understand how Adam was ever accepted. Bro, our people is too forgiving and accepted, especially when they think that they could get some out of a motherfucker. Keep facts, but he's wax boy. Munchie should use this as a lesson to deal with these demons. He better use it as a lesson. He was sober as October last time he called me, probably getting paid $50 an episode. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if a nigga getting paid $200,000 an episode. You not finna talk to me like I'm your motherfucking kid. Nigga, you ain't, you got no authority. I don't respect your authority, nigga. Fuck you and no jumper. Them boys got no motion and not getting no bread. So they go up there and sell their soul. No, Munchie was doing numbers. He's still doing numbers. Munchie did 30,000 in 10 hours. Bro, go look at some of them. The No Jumper video did 30,000 in 10 hours. He ain't got 5 million subs. His retention is better than No Jumpers. Might as well get a 9 to 5 and podcast on the side, man. And Gangster and the Gentleman said, and racist. Miss Lisa's house said, what? She hot. Crazy work. Black women have the most college degrees in the country. Right. Cap, I don't know how to pronounce your names. The same World Star Hip Hop, Whack 100 suing to smut you out, Adam talking about in 2010. Right. Hey, how do you pronounce it? Cabaret Catanu. Cabaret Catanu. Free money for Munchie. Where else can he work? Munchie works with the with Skip Townsend. You know what I'm saying? So he already got a job. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. Oh, he said he called his boy. Damn, how they exposed it and CS2 back missed this one. Man, he kicked the chair. Yeah, he kicked the chair. Let's just face it, blood. Munchie a mark on Denver Ave. Don't put that on Denver's because he ain't no mark. But he got marked out. Yeah, I can't argue with that. That shit is nasty work. He was too drunk. He put himself in that situation. Any gang member that ever worked for no jumper shouldn't be trusted by their hoods. Hey, I agree with that. Kid the Barber, what up, bro? Dirty Heat Beats, Ant just sat. Bro, listen, we got 162 people here banging that like button. Why is everybody on Young and Hefe, bro? He don't care about nothing what the check say. At least he admitted it, man. Damn, y'all on that nigga. Adam ain't paying that much. What you thought, man? I don't care if he was paying $200,000. You know what I'm saying? All right, I got you, bro. Let me see. These peoples are sadistic. Crenshaw Grinder, salute. Crenshaw Grinder said these peoples are sadistic. He is sadistic, man. That's some nasty shit, bro. But for real, hold on, let me do this real quick. The chat going crazy on Ann Hefe. I'm thinking DUSE giving out game. Yeah, for real. CS2, run them lights up. Keep McCully. What up? What up? Facts, boys. Have to start getting their own motion and build it up. Yeah, as we say, make your next move your best move. Choose up and not down. Fact. 5-4 in the OVO. Salute. Why would Adam want 4 extra in this play? How phone did smash. DUSE, like I said last night, we were always there watching when these stanks pulled up. The world is ours. We hang to the ground. DUSE Sims a fool with that. Ask Maria, pause. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hit you with that Spirit Wonder. Hold on, man. I dropped the link, brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I dropped the link, but I'm saying, you know, they seem to have some kind of infatuation with black phalluses. You know what I'm saying? They police hit us in the nuts. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, bro. Black plug talk in the chat. That's a fact. Free Big U. Black plug talk in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I have to start a corn company called Black Plug Talk. Lush literally been high, throwing up in there, and Adam ain't act like that. Yeah, yes, it would have been. Yes, it would have been a scene. Right. Do what Renegade said, and let's hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? As a black man, Hefe could have said something. Nah, bro. Munchie's supposed to be able to cover itself. You don't put yourself out there like that and become a liability. I love that nigga to death. Morals over money. You know what I'm saying? But Deuce Luther King, come on, man. Now y'all on me. What I do? Lou from the Lou. Salute Damu Kiwe Conversation family. Lou, is we on the big screen today? She not an actor. They said she not an actor. Adam protects what? That's why he went after mayor. Bro, I think that's what it was, because he just said that. You know what I'm saying? Now she a groupie that got passed around. Oh, okay. Adam on that BS. Damn, Aunt, I can't flirt with you now because my family frying your butt. Hey, listen.
Yeah, my bad. She ain't an actor. Yeah, she a toss up. She exposing rappers or some shit.
Oh, okay. Well, she can. Munchie worked with the grid program, don't he? Yeah, he worked with what is it called? Second Call. And I think, don't quote me on it, I think Second Call gets a grant through the grid program. Now, at some time, now I know that's Skip Townsend's company, but Second Call was like that area by my hood, the 20s, the Gear Gang. So maybe it's a different organization Skip got with the grid, but he definitely worked for Skip Townsend. Old Aunt Heifer makes a better do boy than Crunchy B. It's like that. Big Aunt Heifer. Hey, Big Aunt Heifer. It's like that. Listen, bro. I didn't if that's Aunt Heifer, listen, bro, they gonna say what they gonna say, man. And just like you gonna say all you care about is what the checks say. You know what I'm saying? And then Munchie be having all the smoke for people that look like them, but none for the white. Man, it's embarrassing. Mellow, South New York. I'm gonna have to agree with you, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. But you, I don't know, or haven't seen any incidents where Young and Hefe got into it with any Mountaineers. You know what I'm saying? But I have seen a situation. Where Munchie B got into it with my boy Beezy from Santana Block for cousin. You know what I'm saying? And Munchie, we finna get into that. I just wanted to get down here to the chat. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people that stand interactive to keep y'all interactive. Adam took advantage because the homie was faded. Yeah, he did, because then if he was about that, he would have met with him yesterday. He wouldn't have canceled that bullshit ass meeting. You know what I'm saying? But listen, bro. Let me see.
You think he would have did that if he was blind too?
Hell no. If that nigga wasn't blind.
Yeah, he took advantage of that too.
Yeah.
Him being blind and being
I just saw a video of Snitch 9 going at 21. Whack working hard this Christmas. He trying to get a big federal payout. Yeah, man. Well, right now it seems like he trying to get yeah. He sound like he wanted him to get up. Man, 4X is coming back over Munchie. You heard it first. Hey, listen, man, I won't be watching it. And it's Stephen A. Smith. Well, nah, Stephen A. Smith. Oh, he said like a sellout. Damn, that's nasty work. We finna get into Munchie B response. The least we can do is make sure he do that. Then I'm gonna flame this Mountaineer up. I got a couple videos. You know what I'm saying? Where the hell is that? Damn, where's the video? Oh, Munchie B speaks on No Jumper. Boom. Let me see. That thing got 50,000 views. Man, Munchie don't need no motherfucking No Jumper.
Hey, look, I've been begging all my life. In and out of jail, gang, I done paid the price. I'm gonna do it all these stripes. Hella missions to the ops, I remember them nights. I get respect in my section, I deserve it.
All right,
the only thing I'm concerned with. Let all niggas know that if they know me, they know me. Niggas hating and they calling themselves homies. I'm like, damn, why they hating? Why they hate? It's my time on the gang, I've been patient. I help niggas when I needed help. I was doing it for gang, I was doing it for self. Niggas mad, they want to bigger than I ain't got time. Want to speak behind my back, then bang my line. When I was down, couldn't hold a dime. Famous blood, now I'm up and down your time. I don't owe a nigga nothing on the game, better watch your bitch. Feeling like braids and why I do mine like this. Market shopping on blood, spend a band on the feet. Throw a pig on the ground, knowing the haters go watch my shit. I've been begging all my life. In and out of jail, gang, I done paid the price. I'm gonna do it all these stripes. Yo. It's morals over money, people. I repeat 2 times. It's morals over money. And
Scammers demand payment with gift cards. Don't share codes or personal details.
Skechers has the perfect holiday gift for everyone. Hands-free cozy fit Skechers slip-ins. It's a hands-free holiday with Skechers slip-ins.
You know what I'm saying?
I would say I'm gonna do some quick PR work, but ain't no PR to it. So pretty sure everybody seen last night Tuesday show No Jumper. A straight shit show, right? So who haven't seen it? Let me see. If you ain't seen it, it's clips, right? However, I got a No Jumper, a fifth of Hennessy. I get drunk as a skunk, faded, right? So I could honestly say it ain't like I've been watching No Jumper all my life or nothing like that, but last night probably gotta be top 3 worst pop performances on No Jumper with Spotter Loke with the Brick Baby and G-Face thing being one. Jaleese when she was on whatever show that was with Ralphie and or whatever, and
Munchie Tuesday show last night in no particular order. But anyways, I'm an accountability type person. I was faded. I ain't supposed to be getting faded like that. But I'm going to say this. Now, I've texted Adam. Well, he texted me when I left there last night. I texted Adam today. What I tried to do was, I said, hey, after the news at 12, what you got going? You busy? Because I said, we got to hop on camera. You know what I'm saying? We got to hop on camera and holler.
That's
you know
the fact. I was on the phone with him when he did that.
He ended up putting the time, and then he had to cancel. So, look, that's my thing.
I'm sorry you feel that
when
way.
Stuff
Damu,
play out on camera for the world,
African guy.
I mean, I could easily get on text or on the phone and get something squared away and dress whatever I want to address. But nah, when they play out in front of the world, I believe when I address what I need to address, and it to be public, just like last night was. Period. Right? All the little all right, I'm gonna go where I was wrong at first. You know, people touch with their hands or I'm pointing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Out here, that's fighting words, you know what I'm saying? Or fighting gestures. Somebody get off on you, you touching them or you in a space. All right, boom. He clearly upset because I was hella faded. And then I caught, when I ran it back, he said, you don't go to Alex Alonso, you don't be over there with Alex Alonso, and you don't never be drunk or whatever, right? And that's true. Alex Alonso Street TV, it's a different atmosphere over there. You go to No Jumper, it's almost like a party. It's a relaxed environment, and you could kind of like, you know what I'm saying, move how you want, right? So I'm taking that as he look at it like I'm taking No Jumper as a joke, but more so respecting Alex Alonso platform. And that ain't quite what it is. You know, it's just, and just because it's that type of environment, I ain't gotta go there and get faded and act like it's a house party. I ain't gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? And I told myself from now on, I'm not getting on camera with no
say that, Keith.
Well, I'll do whatever I want to do. I'm Mars over money.
Midnight 50, you right, bro.
Alex Alonso, I don't do it, and I ain't. I'm moving forward. No Jumper.
I would have been in jail
now. What I ain't going for, and I was inebriated. If I'm saying the right word, if I'm using the word correctly, I was inebriated with slow responses, and wasn't catching everything he was saying because I was either talking over him or too faded. But I'm not tripping over your dirty hands on. Man, look, I got the best hygiene at No Jumper, bro. This man sat there and said he don't use a towel. He just let the water hit him or whatever. Him and Lush. I don't know if it's a white person thing to where they don't believe in like really bathing and just, but I'm not. So the
Hey, brother, I understand your position. That Kiwe African guy Moses said social media, he on my Facebook, social media platforms is nutty to me. When ninjas claiming to be banging or real dudes, y'all putting yourselves on blast. Well, what's wrong? Well, first and foremost, I'm quite sure everybody that we talking about besides the Mountaineer is already on gang file with gang tats everywhere. I don't know, maybe you're not from the land, you know what I'm saying? But being a member in itself is not a crime. Now, if you get caught doing a crime and you still living that life, you can't get a gang enhancement. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes them enhancements be more time than the actual crime you get caught doing. So I can understand your position, but if you from the land, I could really understand why you would believe so. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm quite sure I'm on a bunch of LAPD cards as much as they pulled me over and I went to YA for a gang-related crime. You know what I'm saying? Where in what hood is that official? Where and what hood is that official? Oh, yeah, you definitely ain't from the land. We done with you. He said, DUSE Sims, I know you a real one, bro. This is not addressed to you. Oh, yeah. You saying about them putting it. Listen, bro. You 100% right. Some people do go overboard, brother.
30 hands, I'm not worried about, right? He said, man, your dead hand or something like that, right?
He older than me.
I just took that, you think about T-Rail too much because that's you be on that dead arm and you be making fun of T-Rail. And that man is on your mind. That's true.
The new razor slaps.
Conversation. Hold on, I'm gonna look on my Facebook and see who that is. If they know me, I don't know that Facebook name.
He said,
I probably know the face though.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. He think I don't appreciate.
Shout out to
the opportunity because he said when the shows got canceled last year, you were complaining.
So I said they going back to get whipped.
And I threw that in the group text. Look. I said Flacco. Flacco said, what I do now? Because I'll be on the not publicly, but on the back end, I'll be getting on Flacco bumper about a lot of his comments he made. I said, when them shows got canceled last year, was I mad or was I complaining or anything? He said, no, that was Spider. Spider was saying it got canceled because of whack or whatever, which that ain't true because a lot of shows got canceled. It ain't had nothing to do with whack, right? I said, all right, bet. Then Adam said, no, I wasn't saying you was complaining, but so he backpedaled on that. All that ain't none of that true, so I don't even care about that. What I'm tripping off of is shut the fuck up. You don't tell no adult to shut the fuck up, right? And then I'm faded, so my memory is foggy. The title say Adam22 crashed out and kick Munchie or something. I'm like, kick me. So I text the homie. I said, hey, that nigga Adam kicked me or something. He's like, nah. He was trying to get away from me. He kept like, stop touching him. And he like pushed off your chair with his foot or whatever. I'm like, okay. So I'm about to say, what the fuck I got you here for? Like, who kicked me? Right? So I hit the same group text with Adam. I say, hey, Adam, would you kick my chair? He said, no, I didn't kick you. I was, he basically said what the homie said. He's like, I was like getting away from you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. I need to change that fucking title. Right? So,
tomatoes, he kicked that nigga chair.
But I told myself, and I told Adam, hey, we got to get on camera and holler. I don't care whether it's Instagram live or live at No Jumper. So I could address what I need to address. But before next week, before Monday. Because I can't let that much time go by without addressing what I need to address. But if Monday comes,
you 2 years older than me,
and I don't get that sit down or that dialogue off. Well, I ain't tripping. I ain't got to come back because I got to get shit squared away first before I go back on the.
And that's a fact. So this is what I was telling y'all. Munchie B he messaged Adam while we were on the phone that yesterday morning, bro. And he told him, hey, check this out, Adam. What time you gonna be up there? Because we need to address this publicly before I go back on live before Tuesday or whatever. We can't wait till Tuesday. He said he'll be up there at 4:00. Coward ass Mountaineer wasn't even up there at 4:00. Mr. Clove 13 said did 10 off enhancements. Like DUSE said, more time than a crime. Yeah, that's a fact. My homegirl Red Brim, she said blood. She said blood Adam22 the Fed. That's whack boyfriend. Whoop to you, salute. You blood love, Brim love. Salute. I'm the big outlaw in the East, Low Bottoms representative, VSOP. Now I know who you is. I talked to you before. That's all you have to tell me. I don't even got to go look no more. We spoke before about 2-3 years ago. I know who you is now. But I don't understand how gang members is cool with Flacco after he consistently disrespect them. Bro, because they don't understand that they're destroying the culture. The same value that got them in a position where they at right now, they are allowing these people to devalue it and make a clown session out of a circus. Like it's a joke. Where when our people then died and sacrificed for that, niggas then stood against the odds, getting packed out for that, getting jumped on for that. You know what I'm saying? These people don't take it seriously, and they're allowing them to devalue it. And the cold thing about it, bro, we never value our culture. And even you see it in hip hop, ever so often, motherfuckers signing a 360 deal for some crumbs, and then you wonder why the rappers is getting caught selling dope and doing crimes 5-10 years later because they done signed off all the rights to their intellectual property and the rights, and they exploit that culture to make the money. So, but we finna get back to this, man.
DUSE show acting like everything all shits and giggles. Nah, hell no. Right? But because certain you could be upset I was faded, right? But certain verbiage you don't use. That's out.
Right. Brad Burrell said, I'm trying to figure out why the homies be doing interviews with the rats. Listen.
The number one food.
Yeah.
Salute, man. Salute.
I was totally out of line with the drunk shit, for sure.
Okay, we gonna get you one.
But you don't talk to adults a certain way, bro. Men especially. I don't give a fuck, right? Now, I seen a couple of reactions. Shout out Hoodie Hood. And everybody go subscribe. Hoodie from the Hood, right? On YouTube. He seemed very displeased with Adam. He said now all of a sudden Adam want to call 4 extras out for FaZe and how he was talking to Munchie, right? I don't think Hoodie Hood said nothing wrong, right? But Hoodie Hood bringing up how I flew off the hinges with Beezy from Santana. Hey, Hoodie, bro, listen. When that happened with me and Beezy, bro, I probably been podcasting about 3-4 months. I'm not used to, hey, bro, you got people that came from the streets and now they on the internet, bro. I ain't no news broadcaster. I'm not used to that type of verbiage. And like I said in the past, that needed to happen because now I know not to take shit so serious. Because he was doing an interview as well as I was, and if he cousin and that's how he talk on camera, cool.
Hey, Munchie B, by street rules, you 100% right. You stood on what you did with Beezy after you told him to stop cussing you. He's supposed to respect that or being prepared to get into it. He didn't respect it, and then y'all got into it or whatever. But irrelevant to that, the optics is always still gonna look bad because that same energy that you have for Beezy because he cussed you, you should have had for that Mountaineer, drunk or not, as soon as he told you that. Now you saying you grew mentally and got more professional as far as, you know, looking back like, damn, I was new to podcasting. I can't be as seriously and act like a gangbanger. I get that. I encourage that kind of growth. Podcaster, it's good to see niggas from the community doing something positive. It's new to all of us. But at the same time, it's the optics. You know, the homies got a thing about saving face. And when we say save face, if the homies, if the police disrespected you and you didn't move, the homies on the yard might be like, hey, check this out. That nigga disrespected you. That made the B look bad, this and this and this and that. You got to handle your business, blood. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that we ain't accepted disrespect from nobody. Essays, Crips, nobody. And you gonna have to handle that, bro, to save face, because we ain't accepting no disrespect. We want to send that message everywhere we go. They know not to play with the Bloods. And you're going to help do it because he disrespected you. And you a representation and a reflection of the B team. So, handle your business. You know what I'm saying? And that's essentially what it's looking like. And I've been guilty of this. And that's really Willie Lynch syndrome, bro. We really fucked up with that shit. Keep us divided, young against old, black against light skin against dark skin, females against males. And this is how they rule slaves for over 400 years. You know what I'm saying? How to break a slave for 400 years. This is how. Because they mentally enslaved us. And that's some of the trauma that we're dealing with right now. But we got to break those shackles up off our brain, bro. And the optics on that situation is going to look crazy. Niggas, you went crazy on BZ, but you didn't go crazy on the Mountaineer. Yeah, bro. I definitely understand that's a good cleanup, and I believe that you being honest. But I'm just telling you, from the optics, it don't look good, B.
We ain't in the county jail in the pen, so I gave myself a reality check on that. Even though all the real gang members felt I wasn't wrong at all, because
I agree with that.
I'll be on camera for hours. I'll be on live on No Jumper for 4 or 5 hours, and I don't say blood not once. So you could control it. If I ask not to, don't cuz me, don't cuz me. If I just want to name Hoodie Hood Brandon, and you're like, man, my name ain't Brandon, so calling me, and I keep calling you Brandon, you got all rights to be mad. My name Hoodie.
You got everybody claiming they met our culture. Yeah, that's crazy.
But, yeah, we go holler before Monday, get some things clear, you know what I mean? Because certain things can't be happening, and on top of that, I'm gonna take the initiative and accountability. I'm not even drinking on camera no more. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, I don't know if he do, but some people might feel like you disrespecting my platform because, or whatever you might. I don't know. I ain't no mind reader. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping on the reactions. Do y'all thing. The internet gonna do what it do. You know what I mean? One of these gang members gonna get caught sucking dick or something, get exposed. It's gonna be yesterday's news, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? On everything. And on top of that, what I do know,
get everybody Skechers slip-ins. Listen to me, people.
Skechers slip-ins.
Yep. It's called the home
Kiwe conversation.
Got $143,000.
I'm probably the blood podcaster with the most notoriety. So what I do on camera reflect the bloods also. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. But yeah, I ain't about to go on no jumper bashing campaign or bash the nigga Adam. But Adam go
right. Cancel.
Clear up some things. No, I didn't even care when the show ended with me, like Spider Ho and Flacco. It's called Don't Quit Your Day Job. I was still what you want to call it, working at Street TV and doing other things, bro. I mean, the opportunity is appreciated, but that's a lie.
Salute.
That's a lie. Matter of fact, I believe I'm best dressed at No Jumper, bro. Ain't no dirty nothing. That's a lie. So all that, I'm saying, that's fictitious. That's nothing. But yeah, man. What else I got on this? What else I got? Yeah, we got that talk before Monday, man. If not, well, I just, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gotta be up there. You know what I'm saying? Right. As far as our money, first and foremost. After that, you know what I'm saying, everything else. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't be putting morals over money if I didn't meet my my own requirements. I ain't worried about what everybody else think. If I didn't, what I'm requesting before Monday to holler so I could get my partner, and I check nobody, but address some things. I think that's a fair little request, you know what I'm saying? But what else we got? Oh yeah, shout out Jern, man. Lush little chick, man. I you know what I'm saying? Cause shout out Jern and my bad, you have to seem like that, Jern, but shit, man, look, you in a relationship with Lush, you didn't see words, so I don't know. Shit. But what else? Do I got anything else? Anything else?
All right, that's it.
All right, I think that's about it, man.
Hey, salute to Munchie B, man. You know what I'm saying? The question is it over for Munchie B? I mean, he got 50,000 views in 18 hours, 1,500 comments. You know what I'm saying? 1,500. Let's get to this Adam22 rage quits interview after getting exposed. Let's get into this. Since he want to make fun of us, we're gonna laugh. We're all gonna laugh at you. We're all gonna laugh at you. This is it. Bang that like button.
It's been a while since we talked about Adam22 on this channel, right? And
shout out my boy KD goes live
with this one. Adam22 just keeps finding new ways to embarrass himself on camera. The man speed runs humiliation rituals, and just a few days ago, he got over on his channel, Kano. I had never heard of this guy until this incident right here, but the guy has like a podcast that he does, right? And Adam22 went over on this show. He sits down to have this interview with this guy, and instead of having a serious conversation about anything meaningful, the host decided that, you know, this would be a great opportunity to bombard Adam22 with questions about his cuckish behavior, right? He also calls Adam22 out for basically turning his podcast No Jumper into a gang member swap meet. And I gotta say, it was a highly entertaining interview. Now, Adam22 obviously built his platform by interviewing rappers and underground artists on his channel and creating pretty fire interviews. But somewhere along the way, he realized that drama and weirdness paid more than journalism. And because of that, it's kind of been on a downhill slope ever since then, at least as far as content quality is concerned. Then he got married to Lena the Plug, an adult model or actress. And after getting married, they decided that, you know, it was time to monetize their relationship to the fullest. So they started filming scenes together and turned their marriage into an open relationship. Adam22 found himself lending his wife out to other people in exchange for money that they brought in for the content. And Adam was basically like, yeah, I'm totally fine with it. Spoiler alert, I don't think that Adam is actually fine with it. The internet roasted him for months. There was memes, podcast, reaction videos. Bro became the punchline of the internet for a minute. And instead of chilling, he tried to flip the narrative. He made this weird dating show for the love of Alina, where a bunch of random guys and friends of his podcast basically compete for a chance to hook up with his wife. Like, what was he even doing? Anyway, after that, and despite claiming that he was okay with it, every time it gets brought up, he gets real defensive about it. There was an interview last year where he just walked out of the interview after the host started asking questions about how he really felt about Alina being with another dude, right? That interview went viral. I'm not sure how many views it did, but over 1 million. And it was kind of clear that Adam was a little bit bothered by those questions in that interview. All right, well, the same thing basically just happened again. Adam22, like I said at the beginning, he went over on this show, Kono, and the guy who runs the show was basically like, I seen that interview you did last year. I liked it. Let's run it back and do it again. They ambush Adam22 with a lie detector test in this show, and the whole clip only lasts about 7 minutes as Adam22 gets frustrated and decides he wants to walk out. I don't know if this whole thing was staged, because, you know, at points it kind of gives off the feeling that it is staged. I don't know if it was authentic, but either way, it was funny, right? So today I wanted to take a look at some of this interview and kind of break down what's going on as we watch it. So with that said, let's get going.
In this video, I hired the world's most famous lie detector examiner to hook up Adam22 to reveal whether or not he truly stands by his controversial decisions. As a genuine fan of Adam, my only goal was to invite him on the show and make him laugh. And I was able to do just that. But unfortunately, one particular question changed the whole energy of the room. I wasn't going to put this video out since Adam asked me not to. So enjoy.
Right, so they put him on a lie detector in this interview. This guy claims to be a genuine fan of Adam22, but the conversation they're about to have don't really suggest that. I mean, at the end of the clip there, you can see that he said Adam22 asked him not to put the video out, and he's gonna do it anyways. He shows this message right here. I guess Adam asked about a specific part being removed. He said, yes, I bleeped that part. Adam said, maybe just scratch it for now, man. The dude said the whole vid. He said, yeah, maybe do another one in the future. Dude said, oh, damn, right. But obviously he put this video out and he saved Adam22 in his phone with this name right here, which is crazy. But anyways, back to the clip.
Welcome back to the Craft Culture Podcast. I'm Kono, the host of this podcast. Today, our guest is the host of the legendary No Jumper podcast, and he is also a pioneer in the hip hop culture, shaping the way we see and hear artists today. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam22.
Hello, America.
This is what Adam22 has allowed his legacy to be reduced to. It literally says when it puts Adam22's name up on the screen. That's crazy. Also, calling Adam22 a pioneer is also crazy. As far as I know, bro didn't pioneer anything. Podcasting was already a thing when he started. Interviewing people was already a thing when he started. Being a cuck was already a thing when he started. So I'm not sure what he pioneered. But anyways, man, I just thought that was crazy. They put it up there when they put his name on there. It's wild stuff.
You make hosting a podcast seem so effortless, so easy. So my question is, what is the one factor that you think that has made No Jumper the podcast it is today?
I guess a lot of hard work and then just having a kind of outside the norm set of interests. But I think from the beginning, just like recognizing that, oh, SoundCloud rappers are interesting and nobody's talking to them, and or like, you know, oh, all these drill rappers are interesting and they're not really doing great interviews, so maybe I could get in there and find some opportunity there. I think that's probably what kind of pushed it into the space that it's in now.
Your slogan for No Jumper has always been the coolest podcast in the world. Do you feel that by you occupying your environment with the wrong people, that's what's turned it into the complete opposite of that?
Who are the uncool people?
Well, you had 8 hosts leave, you know, and then you had that lawsuit. And those in particular were, in my opinion, the 2 biggest factors as to why you went dirt poor broke.
We're not dirt poor broke. That's inaccurate.
So tasty, it could make Poseidon switch to a spoon. Holy divine taste from the Greek gods.
Join ICE with bonuses up to 50.
This is nasty work. They said they were dirt broke.
Gov.
Oh, damn. We're about 2 seconds into this thing, and so far he's called Adam22 broke, poor as dirt. He basically told him to his face that his podcast has fallen off. And the only nice thing that has been said to Adam22 is that he makes running a podcast look effortless. We're off to a good start. Things have started to go left pretty quickly, and Adam is just sitting there with a fake polite laugh like,
salute.
At this point, Adam's body language starts to change. You can see that he's starting to become uncomfortable. He can tell this is going to be a confrontational interview, but Kono don't care. He just keeps inching closer and closer to chaos. He started out with a compliment. You run your podcast and make it look effortless, and Adam22 went into this polished, clean statement of, oh yeah, I've seen the vision. I knew putting these SoundCloud rappers on was really gonna get me to that next level. He's trying to hit him with that long-winded, I'm reflecting on my come-up story answer, but the host clearly is not here for that. He's here for content, the same way Adam22 is there for content on his channel. And it turns out, as we're about to
Hold
find
on, I'll
out,
be right back.
Adam22 only likes people being snarky when it's him
For
to
a
his guests,
salute,
not
bro.
when it's other
You on
people
here? I'll be
being
right
snarky
back.
to him. This shit is about to get super awkward.
To be honest, what you said in terms of like taking the position or the platform that I created and then allowing all these other random people to sort of like come on and have a voice on the platform in some ways has kind of like muddied the platform itself, because sometimes when I reach out to interview people, they think that it's all about gang violence because they saw some of the past hosts or whatever getting into, violent altercations on camera. But at the same time, I am proud of the fact that I've put on so many people, but quite often I've gotten to see the negative side of putting other people on.
Interesting turn of events there. Adam22, for the first time ever, basically just admitted that his podcast has been weighed down by the personalities that he brings on his platform. This has been one of my biggest criticisms of Adam22 and No Jumper for a long time now, is that he basically turned it into a gangbang fest. He went from interviewing serious artists with serious stories to covering and creating internet and gang drama for clicks. This is the first time I've ever heard him admit that it may have had some kind of detrimental effect on his platform. So that's kind of interesting. But right here is where things take a turn.
I heard through someone who knows you very well that you are a very generous man.
DJ Heard.
I don't know about that, but okay.
You're so generous that you share your wife.
I do sometimes for
Yeah, it's a very I think that's the most generous thing you can do.
Thank you. I don't think any of the other men that I've ever allowed her to sleep with have ever said that to me, so thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Now, how much meth does someone have to smoke to let someone else be their wife?
God dang, bro went straight for the jugular vein on that one right there.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
That nobody has ever thanked Adam22 for him allowing his wife to sleep with him. Jason Love, where you at, bro? Why you didn't tell
Oh
Adam22
my God, this is hilarious. Hey, Keith McCulley said, hey, Deuce, I got into it with the wrist grinder, and he told me to go back to Deuce him. What you get into it with wrist grinder about? Listen, man, leave that man and his sexual preferences alone, man. If he likes swizzle, hey, that's his preference. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him on coming
Just
out.
hit it and quit it, bro. You didn't want to shake the hand of the man that made that possible. I'm flabbergasted. But also, I don't know if that was just worded weirdly or not. The guy was like, I think this is the most generous thing you could do. And Adam22 was like, thanks. I don't think any of the men that I let smash have ever thanked me for it. And I just got to wonder, did Kono smash y'all? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. It might just be the way it was worded. It doesn't matter, though. I feel like it was overshadowed by the very next question regarding Adam22's meth habits.
Yeah, I only done meth one time in my life.
So it just takes one time.
I think the meth thing and then allowing my wife to sleep with other men on camera 9 years later were largely unrelated.
Cap. I'm calling cap. I don't believe for a minute Adam22 has only done it once in his life 9 years ago. This sounds like a lot. Literally seeing clips of this man looking like he was recently.
Last night I'm getting my hair cut, you know. We didn't want to ask the same because that'll be.
Can everybody mute their phone? Because I keep hearing it coming from somewhere. Yeah.
That'd be garbage, you know, if us ask you the same. So I'm watching y'all, man. I'm like, man, these dudes is funny as hell, man. I said got a little bit of game about themselves. I like that a lot about
that's
y'all,
that
man.
Meth mouth. Nigga, that's that meth mouth.
It was 3,000.
I don't know. I gotta call Cap, but y'all let me know. Am I tweaking or was that a tweak?
I want to ask you some questions about Lena.
Yes.
But I just want to make sure you're telling me the truth.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just going to bring in my friend. Hey, John, do you recognize who this man is?
No.
He's the world's most famous lie detector examiner.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Hello, John.
John, this is Adam22 from the No Jumper podcast.
Hello, John.
So he's just going to hook you up just to ensure that you're telling the truth.
Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
I literally heard Adam22's heart hit his stomach. You know that split second where people realize that the situation they're in isn't a joke and just got real? Well, this was that moment. Up to this point, Adam's been laughing it off, letting this dude take jabs at him. But the moment that he said, I got some questions I want to ask you about Lena, and I just want to make sure you're telling the truth, and introduced this guy that's been doing lie detector tests for forever, you could tell from the look in his eyes that he just remembered every bad decision he's ever made and then defended making online. This man has spent the better part of 2 years convincing the internet and the world that he's comfortable and secure in his relationship and it being open. And this guy just whipped out the lie detector like Maury and said, cool, let's test that theory. Bro hit him with the nervous laugh. That shit is about to get real.
Is it true that your name is Adam John Grand Maison?
Yes.
Big house, right?
Yeah.
Panda Man.
Thank you.
Lena, she does a sex scene
go ahead,
with another
fella.
man, but not with any man, but with a
black man?
Professional star. What the fuck?
Yeah, that is also accurate.
Do you or do you not regret allowing Lena to sleep with Jason Love?
I absolutely do not regret that.
Drum roll. Do y'all think Adam22 is telling the truth? Does he regret letting his wife get smashed out by somebody else? You got 3 seconds to answer. 3, 2, 1. Let's find out.
Lie.
That's not a good look right there. Adam22 has spent, the last couple of years trying to convince everybody that he's okay with what went down. But our expert over here has determined
Said she was sore for about a week, right? She was out of commission for
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not shocked. I wouldn't be happy neither. I don't know why Adam feels the need to act like he's okay with it just because they made a little bit of money off of it. But even being called out from this lie detector test, Adam22 continues to try to stand on his claims of being totally unbothered by what happened.
I don't even know if I believe that this thing is plugged in, but
Blood, sweat, forward breathing, upper breathing. I've been testing since the 1980s.
well, okay. Maybe there's something that I don't know that I've been holding on to.
Did you enjoy watching the scene with Lena and Jason Love?
Yeah, I haven't really tuned into most of the scenes that she's done since then. Sometimes I'll see the trailer on Twitter and I'll watch the 30-second version, but haven't really cared enough to sit and watch the 40-minute version or whatever. So yeah, I mean, when she first did it, we were kind of all caught up in the hype of the whole thing going viral and stuff, and we did kind of watch it and bang while watching it.
Wow.
Yeah. So
moment of silence for that there boy Adam22. Let's have a moment of silence for him, because even if that had happened, there is no way in the world somebody would get me to admit that in front of everybody. This man is absolutely shameless, moralless, and shameless, y'all.
I would like to talk to you about now. Can we do that?
I don't joke around about that.
Now, I racked my brain for a good minute right here trying to figure out what this guy possibly could have bleeped out. It seems to be whatever he referred to in the message at the beginning of his video, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out what Adam22 does.
The new razor slaps.
Oh yeah, we gonna flame.
Here's a dose of reality.
We gonna flame Adam Grant Mason ass up, weirdo.
There are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every.
Doesn't want to talk about. The guy kind of moves right on past it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. If y'all know what was bleeped, let me know in the comments below.
Fine. Why do you think that the majority of men wouldn't allow their wives to do the types of things that you allow Lena to do?
Yeah, I think we're open-minded.
But would you agree that the only thing that's became more open is Lena's clam?
Okay. I mean,
or is it
something about the word clam? Lena has maintained the majority.
Oh shit! I'm off.
No, I think the only thing that's still tight is the devil's grip on her soul. I would say at this point, right?
Her soul has not been in any way affected by her career.
Yeah,
Is that objectively
she
true?
sucked the soul off of them.
Can we talk about something else?
I do have a lot of more questions. They're all about winning. There's about 21 more questions.
I don't know like why you like flew out to the other side of the country just to give me a hard time about my wife and to sit this creepy bisexual black guy next to me to weird me out.
I'll give you a hard time.
You smell like lotion.
Now, that part right there at the end where it looked like they was about to give each other a big old smooch, that's the part that made me really question if this entire thing was staged, because it did come off a little bit fake to me. But according to the interviewer, according to Adam22, it was real. This is where the interview basically ended. Adam22 walked off the set. He didn't like the line of questioning that he was being hit with. He didn't like being hooked up to that lie detector test where he couldn't get his fibs off without people knowing. So he decided it was time to move on. But I mean, that's what we got. That's the video. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about all this in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, tap the notification bell so you can notify
hit that like button, man.
video.
Hey,
as
look,
always, it's been fun rocking with y'all.
Shout out my boy, man. As this is the real KB go live. Make sure y'all go subscribe, bro. He did when I did the World Star Hip Hop video. He had reacted to my shit. He a funny motherfucker, man. Hey, y'all want to go sub to him, but we got one more, the satisfying downfall of Adam22. Let's see if they let us play this whole thing. I don't know if they're a blocker. Hey, welcome, Panda Man. Panda Man made it. We got our guy, Tavarius Means on here, Southern Forces, which you might know him as. Then we got my guy, Sam West TV too, man. Let's get to this real quick. Hit that like button now. The satisfying downfall of Adam22. This is
podcasters with over 1
7 million
views go from interviewing legends of the hip hop world
Here with my good friend Juice WRLD. We were just kicking it, and I was like, bro,
to finding himself being humiliated by the entire internet in a cesspool of online drama and controversy.
are you actually acting like I have some kind of disrespect for your mom when I fucking
disrespectful as fuck.
I paid for the fucking
First of all-
funeral as soon as it happened just because.
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be taking a deep dive into the controversial career of Adam22 and the events that not only destroyed his reputation, but also led up to him becoming one of the most clowned cucks on the internet. To understand the crisis plaguing the No Jumper brand, we'll first have to uncover what led Adam to YouTube in the first place. Shortly after moving from his hometown to New York, Adam would leave his life of credit card fraud mixed with online poker and become more interested in the online world of BMX forums.
Scamming comes way before gambling. Okay, talk about that. It was, I mean, I talked about it a few times before on other podcasts, but it was basically like, I just knew this kid who knew this kid. He got in touch with me, and he basically like just showed me how to do credit card fraud. And so me and my friends had like a little group going, basically.
Naturally, Adam would seek out a way to monetize his love for BMX, and he looked up to early hip-hop blogs for inspiration. By 2006, Adam would create his own BMX forum called The Come Up.
Breakdowns happen,
Kiwe.
but AHS can fix covered items.
This is the story of the one who knows that being ready for the unexpected comes from having a partner.
Where he began regularly posting articles.
Like, you know, it didn't feel like I was above, like doing something noble at that time. And I got $1,500 bucks. And I'm like, he just paid like a couple months of my rent at this time, you know? And then like
Within a year, The Come Up became one of the most visited BMX blogs on the entire internet. And from 2008 to 2010, Adam would launch his own clothing brand.
Salute, Lewis.
And then moving off into to expand his business. The move would prove to be one of Adam's best decisions, as Los Angeles would go on to house the largest BMX scene in the country, and it didn't take long for Adam to establish a BMX store. The store would eventually attract several notable people in the BMX community, and with Adam being the smart businessman that he is, he sensed another opportunity brewing, as Adam decided to interview several of the popular BMX riders that came into his store. He would go on to convert the back of the building into a studio, as he would start an official podcast on YouTube called The Come Up. But this would only be the beginning. as it wouldn't be until 2015 that Adam decided to take advantage of the growing underground hip-hop scene by interviewing the up-and-coming SoundCloud rappers.
I'm kind of like right at the epicenter of a lot of the underground SoundCloud rap shit that was going on, like Playboy Carti stopping by the bike shop, you know, Ski Mask, Slump God, all these guys were like kind of around and shit. And so then that's how I kind of started to get some of those interviews and stuff, even though myself,
The viewership for the podcast would skyrocket, which would lead Adam to rebrand the channel as No Jumper, named after a famous Gucci Mane lyric. The No Jumper podcast would feature several legendary rappers like XXXTentacion and Juice WRLD. These interviews giving the channel a reputation for being a great place for exclusive information about your favorite underground hip-hop personalities. As No Jumper grew popular in the hip-hop world, Adam got even more opportunities to garner influence, not just with the artists, but the labels as well. He went on tour with Lil Pump and received a record label contract with Atlantic Records. By this point, Adam was doing very well for himself. He managed to break from the obscurity of the BMX scene and become a recognizable name in the hip-hop community. But unfortunately for Adam, his newfound notoriety would become a double-edged sword. But you know what else is a double-edged sword? The internet. That's why I protect my information with today's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Surfshark VPN ensures your online privacy by encoding all the data exchanged between your device and the web, safeguarding your personal details from large corporations and online threats. As a YouTuber, I frequently work in cafes and value my content's privacy. Using a VPN, I protect all my work on public Wi-Fi and bypass region-locked content. A VPN shields your online actions by encrypting your data. This is especially vital on public Wi-Fi that's often targeted by hackers. Concealing your IP ensures your online discretion, detaching your activities from your personal identity. Surfshark's Clean Web tool keeps you safe from ads, unwanted trackers, and threats. Plus, Surfshark never records or stores your online endeavors, maintaining a no-log policy. One of my favorite TV shows of all time is Breaking Bad, which thanks to Surfshark VPN, I can stream through UK servers. Best of all, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's absolutely no risk to try it out for yourself. Use code Anarchist when signing up using the link in my description to receive an additional 3 months completely free. Now back to seeing where everything falls apart for Adam, as it would be by this point that allegations would begin to surface. On the 23rd of March 2018, the seeds of Adam's downfall would be sown, when allegations that he had R-worded one of his ex-girlfriends came to the surface. Shortly after the allegations were made public in a now deleted Twitter post, Adam shared his own side of the story, quoting, "A girl I dated for a few months 10 years ago is coming out saying that I raped and assaulted her. These claims are new. She has no evidence. I have plenty of emails from her that make it clear how absurd these claims are. I've done plenty of stupid shit in my life, but I've never raped or hit a woman. I didn't know women from my past would fabricate rape stories, but I'm ready to face those head on too." According to an article post on Pitchfork, an anonymous woman had gotten in contact with Connor Tripler on Twitter and claimed that Adam was a, quote, serial who was notorious for doxing women who speak up against him for racism. The general sentiment from Adam's fans was innocent until proven guilty, with comments along the lines of, "The bullshit will show, don't worry. Just keep moving forwards with what you do best. Only the weak might."
Get everybody Skechers
Oh, this
Slip-ins.
is nasty.
Listen to me, people.
Perfect holiday gift. Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins.
Of a serial rapist. Adam Graham Mason is being a label early in his career. Shit we didn't know about. A serial rapist.
Minded insecure people will do this because they forgot how an L needs to be taken with grace. The most striking piece of evidence presented against Adam was his old B9 board posts, which have been deleted from archives. Fortunately, screenshots of the posts are still available. This is a story about love. Well, no, but it's a story about girls. One girl in particular, a girl who is a bit of an internet legend in her own right, even though right now she is still just 19. That girl is Desire. The post then went on to detail how Adam met Desire on the B9 board, their initial chemistry, and a very steamy conversation they had on the phone. Adam would acknowledge how inappropriate the interaction was with a line that read, "If statutory R-word is wrong, I didn't want to be right." On the 26th of March,
y'all want to put this no jumper shit to an end? I need the whole team to find that sister. Well, she wasn't a sister. Find that woman who was great by Adam22. We want to interview her. We want to give her and be her safe space. Hey, listen, we need everybody. DM me anything you find on that woman, man. we're going to shut this rapist down and hold him accountable and blackball him out of our culture. Let's go.
March 2018, another Twitter user by the name of Helen added fuel to the fire with a statement that claimed that she was one of Adam's many victims. The images included in the tweet were screenshots from Adam's old B9 profile, as well as a statement from the alleged victim, with parts quoting, "It should be noted for the record that he was well into his 20s when we began sexual relations when I was 16. He is denying this despite the fact that multiple women have come forward with similar allegations over the past decade. The abuse I endured from Adam22 stole years from my life, plunged me into a deep depression, and affected every relationship I've had to this day." Helen would go on to reference Plank's threat on Adam and even urged Atlantic Records to cut ties with him, with parts quoting, "She was a minor in several photos. She doesn't want clout or money. She's had to seek lawyers on him once already to force him to remove her nudes and name. Don't accept this is all in the past. Let Atlantic Records know that this is not okay." And by the 30th of June 2018, various news websites had picked up the story and ran with the idea that Adam had indeed committed the crimes he was accused of. And an Atlantic Records spokesperson comments on the situation, stating, "We take any allegations of this nature very seriously and we are looking into them." Naturally, many of Adam's core fanbase still reserved that he was innocent, and it seemed that most of those that deemed him guilty weren't as familiar with his brand. It wouldn't be until the 22nd of June 2018 that Adam would publicly address the allegations in an interview with DJ Vlad.
Yeah, I mean, it's just because it's such a gray area, because there's nothing that's going to happen that could prove what actually happened in some bedroom like 12 years ago, 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that could happen that could really like swing, that could prove definitively that one thing happened or another.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, like I had all these records of like the conversations that we had and everything. And, you know, it's like you'd think, like there's one email that just stands out to me in particular that she sent me, in which when I wrote the blog post, she wrote me a big ass email, like sort of correcting everything that she saw as wrong about the blog post. And keep in mind, this is a girl who said that I abused her and raped her and all this shit. You read the list of things that she was saying were wrong about the blog post, she's still telling me she loves me in the email. She's still telling me like all this stuff. There's no mention of anything. Like I'm just...
By now, the attitude of the No Jumper fans towards the allegations were now shifting away from skepticism and towards considering them as the truth, with one of the comments quoting, "If you're familiar with this dude Adam, these allegations are well within the range of possibility," and another stating, "He started talking to her at 16, when he was well into young adulthood. He says he didn't meet her until she was 17 or 18, when he flew out to meet her. That sounds a lot like sexual grooming, dude. He has no place to be so confused by the fact that she felt violated and taken advantage of, because she was." The following year, Atlantic Records stated that they would no longer be working with the No Jumper brand. Adam's dreams of actively participating in the music space barely lasted a year, with him only releasing 2 tracks. He would once again share his perspective on the situation in another interview with DJ.
So look, these allegations were so serious that Atlantic, after only a year, cut off their relationship with No Jumper. They cut it off. He only put out 2 songs. This shit is serious, bro. Let's go down this rabbit hole.
Vlad.
Adam.
And then you lost your record deal.
Well, we had a 1-year deal and we did the 1 year. And then we decided not to go forward from there.
Okay. Was it because of all the allegations that started to resurface?
So first off, we had a 1-year deal and we did the 1 year, and then we sort of hit the end of the 1 year. And then we had a conversation and they basically explained, like, you know, we're like a big fucking corporate company and we have a lot of bullshit that we got to deal with, people we got to answer to. And they're like, you know, you ended up being a bit more controversial than we maybe had planned on, and it's kind of stopped us from getting a lot of stuff done. But the
Things weren't all doom and gloom for Adam. Even though he had just lost the deal with Atlantic Records, Adam still had the No Jumper brand, which was rapidly growing. From 2020 to 2022, Adam decided to vary the content available on the channel and create several new shows like Disconnected and At the End of the Day podcast under his brand. Adam assembled colorful casts of weekly hosts like AD, Lush, Housephone, T-Rel, and Sharp to run the new weekly shows, all of whom were familiar faces.
So after he loses the deal, he goes get Lush, AD, Trail and this other dude, and this is during COVID. This is when No Jumper rises to another level with this demographic. 1, 2, 3, 4 black dudes and a Mexican. Nasty
that fans
work.
enjoyed watching, which resulted in the new podcasts making up for the bulk of the new content and views on No Jumper. Along with the new hosts came with a new wave of different guests. These guests weren't the typical underground artists that were initially featured on the podcast. But the fans, they decided to watch anyway. But unfortunately for Adam22, No Jumper's growth would reach its downfall. Fast forward to 2023, the topics discussed on No Jumper shifted from telling stories of upcoming rappers to promoting gang violence, political debates, and several beefs between the hosts.
From home updates to major repairs, Bauer,
Nasty
heavy
work.
duty.
I wonder if he was financed at this point to change and start gathering that information.
Hey, no. Watch out, we ain't doing anything.
Violent outbursts, conflict, and controversy became the driving force behind the No Jumper brand, and it would only get worse as time went on. Up until now, Adam wasn't directly involved in any of these disagreements on set, but he actively promoted them from the sidelines. But this would all change on the 18th of January. During an interview with Instagram personality Gracie Jane, Adam outed his close friend and co-host House Phone for sleeping with a trans person.
That looked down upon to expose that
That's House Phone.
somebody may have been with a trans person.
Yeah, absolutely. I sign NDAs and I take them very seriously, so just letting everybody
you didn't
know
get
that.
one, I'm guessing.
You didn't fucking pay me. Fuck him.
The fuck? So just air him out. But I feel like in general, that's
you
kind of
pay
a
for
thing.
discretion in this world, okay? It's not about him. This is about me.
I have a feeling that this will soon be about him.
Oh,
I'm going to be hearing a lot about this.
And people, this was sludge
Tell him
limits.
to fucking take it up with me. I don't give a fuck.
I would like to say the same, but it seems like I'm worried about people calling me a bad friend for just not editing this and
bad
putting it out. They're going to be mad at me, but I'm just...
He's gonna be. Well, how about this? If you're mad at him, I think I'm mad at you because you're being a bad friend to me by acting weird and shady, acting like you didn't do some shit that you did do, and you know you did.
I've been friends with him for like, and I just don't want to be like out.
Viewers didn't take kindly to the fact that Adam was exposing very intimate parts of his friend's life, and they openly shared their dissatisfaction in the comment section, with a comment quoting, "Adam's not a bad friend. He's not a friend at all. He doesn't respect any of his employees. He's just scared of half of them," as well as the fact that this interview is still up speaks volumes. Prior to the interview being uploaded, Housefriend requested that Adam would remove all mentions that breached his privacy, but either due to an error with the editor or due to Adam's negligence, this request wasn't honored. Within hours of the upload, Housefriend began facing harassment from both his fans and inner circle, forcing him to air out his frustrations on an episode of Disconnected.
Was like being apologetic and being like, yo, I watched it twice and I thought I got everything and blah, blah, blah. And like, it was somebody I considered like the homie too. So I'm just like, bro, I'm just feeling like Op City. Like, damn, I'm like,
mistake or like.
I mean, I'm just like, bro, it's just, I don't know, bro.
On the 1st of February 2023, tension would reach its boiling point during one of their weekly shows after Housefriend finally confronted Adam.
Shit. He's been going through the health shit. You talking about the person that fucking raised me, that birthed me, my best friend that died? Oh, just he's been going through the mom shit.
Are you actually acting like I have some kind of disrespect for your mom when I fucking
disrespectful as fuck?
I paid for the fucking
First of all-
funeral as soon as it happened just because.
The pair would later apologize to one another, but the damage was already done. Adam having shown that he wasn't going to take accountability for his actions, and the blatant fact that he valued views over his employees, something that would come to plague his future actions. Following these revelations, Housefern, as well as the other members of the Disconnected podcast, decided to cut ties with Adam, leaving the No Jumper brand to form their own media company.
Okay, so I'll get this out of the way first, is that still, to this day, I got nothing but love for Blasey. Blasey has announced that he's stepping away from No Jumper, specifically Disconnected, you know. But, you know, he was brought on to No Jumper through House Phone, and House Phone, I mean, we don't really know exactly where he's at still. We haven't necessarily had like a full conversation with him. The last time that we communicated with him, Josh talked to him on Wednesday, and he seemed pretty enthusiastic about still doing the show. So I don't know if that changed between Wednesday and Thursday, or if he just wasn't having a good day, or what. But the Blasey thing,
he's not talking.
I assume just kind of comes from that. And so
in the weeks that followed, Adam would have another falling out with the other hosts, AD, over replacing him on the show.
After that, because I was, this is the crazy. What happened after that is the niggas is sitting here saying this shit about me, saying shit about me in the Discord.
Next time I would have slapped him a few times. So this is a repetitive thing. He used them once they dry up. He bring in new blood.
That's the only thing that happened. That's what I'm saying is whose fault was that? It's fucking Lush's fault. Like, I'm not blaming nobody for today.
As well as firing Lush live on stream.
Lush, you lied to me.
What?
You lied to me, Lush.
About what?
What I just tried to talk to you about in the hall?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing.
Well, I got confirmation from a bunch of different people.
Nah, fool.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. And it looks funnier than what you lie.
I really like when.
I mean,
you could look through the entire chat log and
bang that like button. Hype me up, hype me up, hype me up.
Analysis of it, but I think I get the gist from talking.
Because
I did Black Plug talk.
I did not. I'm saying, if I did, I would have told you when you asked me before.
No, you lied to me to my fucking face out there, right in my own office.
No, dude, I didn't.
You did.
If I did, I would have said something.
Well, then there's a bunch of people in the Discord who are tragically misled, and some of them are people that I trust.
I don't know. Mikey's in the Discord. Did I say?
It feels kind of crazy that all these people would just try to frame you. It seems a little bit more likely that you're just talking to.
There's been a lot of shit. I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus, but I didn't say what you said that shit. I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't. Well, I would have told you if I did.
It's gonna take you providing the entire Discord chat and pointing out line by line things that you didn't say that I'm being told by multiple people that you did say.
I can show you the entire chat. I didn't say that shit.
I honestly think, at least for now, maybe we can come to the bottom of this at some point, but it's probably better that you just leave.
All right.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not expect this to be a narrative that was taking place today, but we got to hold ourselves to a higher standard. And I don't know, dude. I'm just super disappointed.
Fans already hated Adam for disregarding his friends and employees, but the worst was yet to come, as by the 15th of March 2023, the seeds of Adam's downfall sown back in 2018 would finally bear fruit, when the Perv Busters brought up the allegations of Adam being a pedo live on stream.
So what's up with these allegations of Adam fucking with a 16-year-old?
Nah, come on, bro. We can't do that, man.
What you mean we can't do that?
Come on,
but
bro.
wait, no. I'll be a hypocrite if I don't address it.
Man, come on,
but I'll be a hypocrite if I don't address it though. Especially with.
Oh man, this other come on, bro. We can't come on.
I'm just saying. Hey, Flacco. Wait. Flacco. I'll be a hypocrite if I don't address it. But you know what I do.
As soon as the question was brought up, the stream was ended. Not long after, Adam would enter the studio and confront the Perv Busters, calling them liars and kicking them out of the studio.
I'll be a hypocrite if I don't address the situation that happened with you.
There is no situation with me.
The one where you was messing with the 16-year-old girl?
What do you think happened? The article says
I'm going
she was 19 when I met her.
She was 19 when you met her?
Yeah. The article says it.
So, but what did you say?
I said that I spoke to her on the phone when she was 16 before I realized that she was.
That's how we catch him.
She didn't even know that she was doing something fucked up.
It don't even matter, but that's how we catch him.
You felt like you were gonna come on my platform and expose me though? Why?
No, it was just in the midst of the conversation. It was in the midst of he didn't. Hey, it's not on him on nothing. It was in the midst of the conversation.
You came on my platform and spread lies like that?
Lies? Is it lies?
You could have done some research and figured out anything.
Did you talk to her when you were 16?
For 5 minutes when I was 21. I'm 39.
You wasn't 23?
I might have been 21. Right?
How you don't know? How you don't know if you was 21?
It was 20 years ago.
It still happened though, but we can't take that jacket off. We can't take that jacket off for nobody.
Right? You gotta go.
Hey man, no. Let's go. Look,
This reopened a lot of old wounds in Adam's career and gave the growing mob of haters more fuel against him. From their perspective, Adam was a predator that would sell out his friends for views and ran no jumper
See how the
like
Israelites
a reality
smited
TV
his
show
ass.
podcast. Even though Pump would come forward and make some shocking claims about Adam and their time on tour.
I'm gonna beat up that pedophile. Cause folks is a pedophile. I was underage, so how you gonna fuck the same girls that I was fucking when I was 16? Yes, way.
It appeared that Adam
Skechers has the perfect holiday gift for everyone. Hands-free, cozy fit Skechers slippers. It's a
nasty
He
work.
went on tour with him. This is nasty work, bro. How the fuck did I forget all of this?
In yourself.
Yeah.
Adam, thanks
their
for
annual
making it
hate
up.
and being made fun of.
This shit up.
That was far from the truth. On the 27th of June 2023, Adam would casually make an announcement that forever changed how his fan base viewed him.
So I've been with my girl for 7 years. We just got married. We're not in an open relationship, but from a porn perspective, we shoot with other girls, stuff like that, right?
But no other
Yeah,
guys.
little
must
clump,
put
little
your ass
clump.
Well, you guessed it. Over the weekend,
up. Something like that happened.
she filmed her first ever scene with another man.
I know you was mad.
Shit.
You was angry.
I agreed to it, so I wasn't.
But-
I say
but-
angry might not be the word.
But you was kind of like disappointed a little bit. Like, you,
Hey, real quick, they just got at me with the paperwork, and I guess Wacko wanted me to run it. I'm not running and clearing nothing. First and foremost, we never believed the shit in the first place. Nigga, it's on him to provide the work if you were foul, and he hasn't done that. So I don't feel it's a need to clear you. And at the same time, why is you showing your paperwork, explaining yourself to this nigga when he's already a rat? You know it. You could have nipped that in the bud from the get-go by dropping the receipt, because you got the receipts and Ben knew the nigga was a rat. So yeah, I'm gonna stay up out of that. You know?
vibe like her, that's your shit.
Considering the fact that Adam and Lena got married just a few days prior, fans were more than baffled by the news. A few hours after Adam made the announcement, Lena uploaded her own to Twitter, which only further shocked everyone watching.
Hey guys, guess who I'm shooting with today? It's finally happening.
Adam had only ever made OnlyFans content with Lena and other female performers for the past 7 years. Adam was the type of person to profit off the drama in other people's lives and never allow the same to be done to him. So what led Adam to go through this
We
new
need to
development?
interview him.
Was it an elaborate
Everybody,
joke set up for attention and views? And what did this mean for the relationship and brand going forwards? Initially, only a handful of people were aware of Lena's new production, but Adam wanted to change that by promoting it on every subsequent No Jumper stream.
Yo, Adam, you let it kill.
Isn't it crazy that you guessed it on here? Like before I had even really hinted at it.
You really
you
did
guessed
that?
it.
You watched it?
I didn't watch it. I'll probably see.
He
some
lied.
So you just like was in another room listening to her moan and groan and shit?
No, she was at a hotel being filmed by a professional.
No, you were the one that filmed it.
And down by a professional, to be totally honest.
And you wasn't there.
He's lying, bro. What's his name said that he was filming it? The dude that fucked her, he said that Adam was filming it. And then the video we just showed with the lie detector test, he admitted that once it first had dropped and went viral, that they watched it and had sex to it. He's a fucking liar, bro.
No, I was at the house playing some high stakes online poker tournaments.
Sneaker was even brought onto the show to discuss Lena's new film and what this meant for Adam's personal brand.
Auction off the wives like that.
What, of being a cuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get it hard.
That's never gonna.
And the thing
never
with
gonna
you
lose.
is that you just like talked about it, whereas this, like, I haven't actually seen it yet. But
Oh, you
know,
haven't seen it yet?
The content, no, but like it's gonna be on Twitter. I'm gonna at least see the trailer.
Right.
Probably not gonna go out of my way to see the full like half-hour version or whatever.
Adam even went out of his own way to mark the anniversary of the event on his Twitter page, quoting, "It's officially been a week since I let my wife do porn with another guy. I felt a little jealous at first, but overall, it wasn't that big a deal. She's watched me sleep with hundreds of girls and it's never affected our relationship. Sleeping with that gentleman has been amazing for both her career and our business. Overall, I'm glad we did it. I'm happy to report over returned to its pre-BBC size. Adam had finally gotten what he wanted. Any and everyone on the internet knew about his wife's recent activities. However, what followed was a mountain of replies calling Adam the cuck of the century, with replies stating, Adam paid Jason a lot of money to do his wife. That's cuckoldry on another level. And another reply from Leafy stating, whatever helps you sleep at night, cuck. Adam would proudly accept his new title, and even continued to make tweets that made him look even more of a cuck. In a little over a week, Adam had completely transformed his image from a somewhat respectable online personality to a guy calling himself a cuck for views. Things even reached an all-time low when Adam not only interviewed his wife about the scene.
Okay, going into it, how did you feel?
Okay, so I didn't really know the shoot was going to happen until the day before the shoot. It all happened so fast because in my head, I was like, oh, this is going to be my debut scene. I'm going to need like 2 months out. I'm going to go hard in the gym.
I don't know about debut scene. I mean, I am a human being.
But also to talk to the other performer that made the scene possible.
So a lot of people want to know, I don't know, just like if I should feel diminished as a man as a result of this. Like the cuck narrative is very, very strong. I just want to get your thoughts on that, and if how people should think about that in the context of me being, you know, the silent third party in all this.
Well, I don't know. Like if you look at it in the business aspect, then basically it was just a job. You know, she's high up in her ranks. I'm high up in my ranks. Us two together, obviously, make the most amounts of money. So it's not so much being a cook. If you're comfortable with it, y'all communicated it prior. Obviously, she said y'all did. So it's not really a cook situation. It's more of like two people coming and making an understanding.
Adam mostly deflected the criticism by framing it as a boost to his career.
Like basically the hate is like, it just feels like whatever. Like, I don't fucking care. Like, it doesn't really, if anything, I wonder if it's ever going to stop. That's all. It's all engagement. That's the shit that's keeping me like going crazy on Twitter, is just people talking shit.
In all of this, Adam wasn't the only one who received a career boost from this video. Going on No Jumper was the first time Jason was interviewed, but due to the interactions with Lena on camera, it certainly wouldn't be the last. On the 15th of July 2023, Jason would receive a second interview on the fan bus, where he'd revel in his rise in popularity.
In the headlines lately, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
You are everywhere that I look on the internet.
It's burning my phone battery. I had to mute the notifications.
Really? How do you feel about being viral? Is this your first time being like super viral?
Well, I got viral from a BuzzFeed interview once, and a few outrageous TikToks I've done. So I'm kind of used to it, but this one is crazy. Like,
so your video yesterday,
and reveals some very striking information about his time with Lena.
Do you think that you fucked her better than Adam did?
well, obviously, yes. But I'm pretty sure he probably felt different with Adam for her because love is involved emotions. But as for the physical aspect of getting fucked, obviously.
The internet making fun of Adam for being a cuck didn't seem to matter, but when Jason did the same, was a completely different story.
I trusted you to pork my wife. It seems like that clout is getting to your head. You're talking real spicy, and I ain't really feeling it. Number.
Temper tantrums aside, Adam and Lena still intend to garner as much attention and views as possible from the video, by making it the main topic of discussion in every podcast they go on. And it doesn't seem like they'll be stopping anytime soon. Fans have theorized that this entire cuck situation was simply a ploy by Adam to move the attention away from the fact that a majority of his employees have left No Jumper and the pedo allegations that recently resurfaced, while gaining some virality. While this does seem possible, since Adam has directly stated that he is opposed to the idea of Lena performing with another guy.
You were on Academics podcast, and you said that you'd be okay with having another guy have sex with your girl.
Well, this kind of got spun out of control, but I said that we had considered it, that we had, had the conversation about swinging. And I think what kind of got lost in that whole conversation is that it hasn't happened, and like we've never really it was more just an idea.
The only thing we can say for sure is that the No Jumper brand feeds off controversy, and this situation is no different. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe.
Conversation. All right, I want y'all to take us out. Y'all can start with Fam West if you got something to add, then Southern Forest, and then Panda Man. I want y'all. Everybody already heard me, so we finna go ahead and put everybody on. Get everybody on. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can go first. Let me know. React to the Munchie B thing. or to this Adam 16 thing and these serious allegations. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know.
I'll go last because right now I'm like, I'll go last. Bro.
All right. Southern Force, you want to go first?
Yeah, I had it.
All
right. Man. What can we say about Adam? Man, we already know about the allegations with the minors and stuff, and him and his dad have been trying to cover it up for years so it wouldn't, resurface over and over again. Actually work, man, and I see why Wacky is so chummy with this dude, because y'all got damn near similar allegations from Clubhouse to a podcast, and so it's weird, but we already was hip to it. So dudes keep putting your foot on his neck, and let's keep bringing that content to these clowns.
Fact. Panda Man, salute, King.
Salute. Man, I'm gonna start with the whole Munchie B situation. Like, I listened to it, so I was jumping off and on because my wife ended up making it home from work, so I had to log back on. But man, you could hear the vitriol in Adam's voice when he was saying it towards Munchie B. He could come back and say he was joking or whatever like that, but there was a lot of hatred and vitriol coming from that white boy towards that black man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. Like, I heard it, I felt it. You know what I'm saying? Even before you went live, saying on the media posted it, and I listened to it at work today, and I can hear the hate coming from him. Secondly, I feel like any man that molest a child or groom a child, he should be stoned to death, not even shot. Like, stone him to death. Like, there's evil, man, to groom a child like that. And then thirdly, man, I barely even like a nigga looking at my wife, you know what I'm saying? So to sit back and let another man touch your prized possession like that and put on Front Street like that, that's nasty work. And then you got to look at it like a lot of that type of behavior was taught to melanated people. We didn't know nothing about those type of behaviors, you know what I'm saying, before we got introduced, to these other nations, man. So like, it's a lot of spirituality going to that too. And then I heard he got a Baphomet symbol tattooed on him somewhere. So, I land my plane there.
Appreciate that, Panda Man. Fam West.
Yeah. I mean, I'll piggyback a little off the brother Panda Man. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, he's definitely connected to that whole masonry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you see it in his ways. If you've been checking out the channel, of course, you know he displays himself naturally. So I mean, I'm not surprised. I just hope the brothers wise up and realize that they don't need him to go forward. You know what I'm saying? They got their own motion and they can prepare. They could do their own thing. Munchie B, Young and Hefe, and whoever else, but them two mainly. As far as Whack and the rest of them, let them go down with the ship. You know what I'm saying? So like the brother said earlier, they got the same kind of characteristics and shit. So birds of a feather flock together. I'm out on that, bros. Salute to you, DUSE.
Hey, and you right about that Masonic thing. CS2 Back's also a Mason.
Facts.
So if y'all didn't know that, CS2 Back is also a Mason. So they also coming with secret hidden agendas. Masons are known for doing ritualistic sacrifices, and they got this thing for children, eating children, grooming and raping children. So Adam22, we wanted to attention. You always focus on our community. Now we're gonna start focusing on you. Let's see what skeletons pull up, what interviews we can muster. Until then, Munchie B, hold your head up. We all fuck up, B team. But don't
right.
That should be a lesson for you to refocus your shits, get back on your 10 toes, chest out, chin up, push forward. To the next time, Damu Kiwe.